Oh, man. I'm a little late. I actually didn't get down to start setting up until 5 minutes ago, so I've been kind of literally bum rushing it. Thankfully, I'm pretty good at getting my process down. There we go. Okay, I think I just gotta go use the restroom, grab a drink, and then I think I'm good. So I'll be back in like 2-3 minutes. right, I'm back now. A little longer than I thought. I get a drink, had to refill my water, and our fridge is slow. Use the restroom. Okay. Oh. Got Michael's chair again. I gotta move a light. God damn it. Okay. Now I'm good. Did I post on Discord? Yes, I did. Okay. Hello. I'm going to have the music turned down a bit more because it felt... Oh, you know what? It probably felt loud last time because I was watching a recording. Because I probably had pass-through at max. Wait, no, the pass-through is separate. All right, well, let me know if that's too quiet or too whatever. I don't care. It's up to you guys. Lewd. Yeah, because see, it's the beds. Though I don't know. Okay, so we have to do some model conversion stuff today if we want to get this one done. Lewd. I was gonna put for the stream just lewd, LOOD, but when I put it all the way across, like if you put too many O's, it starts looking less like lewd and more like laud. I don't know why. It goes from like laud to lewd back to laud, so I went back to EU. So Jelly, you got interrupted. Anyway, what we have left here to do is to basically redo Pinky's bit here. Oh yeah, so we already did the model. We just have to do the... Oh, and we have to fix her hair because hair's not supposed to clip. Wait, I thought I played with the neck. Where's the old Pinky? Here's the old Pinky. Now, why is it that... Oh, before I kept it behind, so I was just hiding. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So now you're going to be animating less SFM. Are you going to try other types of streams like hot tub streams? I haven't really decided. Well, it's more of I don't want to... I guess, yeah, I should probably bring that up because we are planning on changing stream stuff up in the next couple weeks. Because I'm trying to get the things that I have to do in my life, the list smaller, because there's too many things on it and it's kind of driving me insane. So I'm wanting to get rid of obligations and just turn it into things that are fun, and instead of like all these things that like feel like I have to do, because it just makes it this too long of a list and it's driving me nuts. So I do want to start removing set schedules for streams. Or at least if I'm going to schedule streams like the week of, maybe vary it, like instead of it always being Tuesday and Friday, that like maybe this week it'll just be Wednesday, or on a weekend maybe a Saturday morning or something. I want to mix it up. I know schedules are nice and stuff, but I want to mix it up so that it's different time slots, because right now, like, I haven't had a Friday evening to do things in like 9 or 10 years. It's like things like that. I kind of want to free that up a little bit more. And if there's family stuff going on the weekend, like there's stuff technically this Sunday, but it's the Halloween stream, so we were going to still stream and stuff. So it's stuff like that I want to try to clean up a little. But I'm not getting rid of SFM. I like SFM. That's fun for me because I don't have to think. It's actually a brain shut off thing for me. So but I think what I want to do is either focus on really, really short stuff, like anthology stuff, or I don't mind making YouTube shorts if we can make them in a day or two, things like that. But it's going to be less focusing on like, let's make a thing for YouTube, and instead let's just have fun and do things that are fun and focus on having fun, even if it means that the net product of what's being made is not going to go anywhere. So that's the kind of thing I want to do. But I do want to incorporate maybe other game stuff into places. It just kind of just depends. I think I want to back off for a little while and then figure out what that pacing is, because there are games that I think would be fun to stream, but usually with all the other stuff that's going on, I feel like that's my personal game time, and like I just want to stare at the screen by myself. So I'll figure that out once I think I get a better balance. But that's probably sometime mid-November, probably after Cider Fest. What would you do on a Friday? I don't know yet. That's why if it ends up being nothing's going on, whatever, I might still. But if it ends up being like right now, it's like if something else comes up that I could do, I basically say no because I already got things going on. But I want to be able to say yes instead and stream if I can, or stream if I'm able, not have stream above everything else. So. Yeah, find a fun pace, do stuff that you want to do to not feel like you have to do it. That's essentially what it is, because how my brain works is if I have anything that I have scheduled in a day, it feels like that whole day is ruined, like ruined in that, like it's not a free day, it's a free time. My favorite days are the ones that I wake up in the morning and know that I have no plans that day, and I don't really get much of that anymore. So I want to have more of the ones where I can have like that Friday off to do other stuff, and then instead on a day that might already have something going on, just add that on top of it, and then it's a little easier. I just don't want to make obligation on myself. My brain just wants to, it makes too long of lists, and then I get indecision paralysis and I don't do any of it, and that's not healthy. So yeah, hello Kite. Anyways, we are going to take horse. She's very strong. Oh, you gotta grab your chair. I didn't have time.
See how it is.
Okay, so what did horse do here other than talk? Just blinked.
Hey guys.
Oh, and she went like crazy.
Look, mares. Got mares.
Oh. On the screen?
Yes.
I'm like, on your drink?
No.
Something? Have you had that one yet?
No, I have not.
I think you'll like it. It's just a touch of honey.
Yeah.
But I don't really, it's way back there. it's a pinch.
Let's see.
Remember a while ago that we talked about like units of measure that don't work for certain items?
A pinch?
A pinch of honey.
No.
Is also like,
That's just like,
it's just called sticky fingers.
it feels like it's just trying to trick you. Like, ooh, there's honey in here. Not a lot. Honey's expensive. Mm-hmm. Well, there's honey in here.
What was it we were saying? Like a vat of blood makes sense, but a vat of mayonnaise?
Like, depends. A vat of mayonnaise could make somebody very happy.
Yeah, but like there's
For all the wrong reasons.
A vat of printer ink.
You'd be rich.
A pool of oregano. Just where it's like where you're just wrong end of spectrums.
But you had a pool of Jell-O. That is some people's dream. Would you swim in a pool of Jell-O? Untouched lime gelatin.
And jelly, kind of, yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's not as much no deadlines and dates, but no schedules. That's what I want to get rid of. I want to make it more spaced out, random days instead of always the exact same days, and no longer work on things that have a purpose, which is really weird to say, but I like the ones where you can pop in and go, what are we doing today? Because I have no clue. Today we got to finish anthology because I think all the anthology videos are due in about 2 weeks. So I do have to get these done, but that's actually quite a lot of time for what I have left. So I'm not too worried.
Man, legendary. If I had a barrel of eggs, I'd call everybody over and we'd just have the coolest, greatest omelet party. Everyone would eat eggs until they're sick. They would not. No one's allowed to leave until we finish the battle.
Pink pony. Pink pony.
Make a large quiche.
Pink pony.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna take longer though to make a quiche.
Quiche?
Yeah. Like an egg cake.
Yeah, I've had quiche. It's been forever.
I made a pretty good pie that I have upstairs.
Yeah, but it's pumpkin, so no.
But it's not pumpkin. It's pumpkin cream. It's not the same as pumpkin pie. It's a completely different kind of pie. That must make this point clear. It's more cream than pumpkin. It's got vanilla pudding in it. Likes vanilla pudding.
Let's see if it works. Like, if we're kind of look over.
I was very confused until the stream loaded. Oh, hello, Jub Jubbly. Glad you're no longer.
Oh, I just called the stream lewd.
Stream is lewd.
Pink pony will now lay egg.
No, I don't like that she's just staring forward the whole time, but I feel like
that last time when you were drunk.
Well, it's more of it seems very unnatural. And I knew that would kind of be the case. I had to smooth out one little bit of it because that was a little wrong.
You know what would help this feel more natural?
No.
Smooching. There was smooching in my stream.
Where is it? I can never remember where I put it.
How can I help you?
Yeah, I remember.
Remember?
Yeah, it's right here.
No smooching.
There we go.
You really need to get that on your deck.
Yeah.
It can replace the bone snapping.
Well, actually, I kind of wanted to have it where I wanted to add a thing at some point, but it's kind of complicated setup where points redemptions can make things happen. But the program I'm using right now doesn't, because it's basically like, why'd you want to do something that doesn't give you money, which is stupid. There's a different stream.bot or something was one I was looking into that does let you use points and it activates things.
You need a coffee reward to when somebody activates it. You have to make whichever horses are on the screen currently kiss each other.
No.
That's a good one.
Pink
People
pony.
take that one.
No, but I wanted to do like neck crack or something.
No, not. Why do you want to snap their necks with the idea of them smooching?
I'm not. They requested.
No, but you put it on there.
No, but I don't activate it. They do. And then
It's like you building the guillotine, placing a button on the wall that says "murdered people," and then you'd be like, "Wasn't me. I didn't press the button.
Yeah.
I just set it all up."
I'm glad you explained it so thoroughly.
You're a monster.
Oh, would this be considered a vorfic?
Charles Manson.
Because she eats a cigarette?
Pink pony will now
No, because of
lay
the
egg in your mouth.
I do love her face.
No.
And the ever so slight, like 4 pixel shift to the right. Like, it's so subtle. Just
scoot away from that.
Yeah. That's good.
Pink pony.
What happened?
So, should I keep the camera here or does it work better like here? I
The
feel
more horse you can fit in frame is always better.
I feel like maybe, but there's a certain distance where you lose track of it being a bed.
That's true.
And so I put it here because it is a bed then.
Yes.
You get that information. I do feel like this camera might be a little
it's Rainbow's
twisted.
bed.
I think I kind of want to get it centered. It's not actually centered. This camera doesn't move, right?
Your mouth.
Okay. No, it zooms in, but that's fine.
How was everybody's Tuesday?
I had a very busy Tuesday.
Yeah.
I had
You got out of bed this morning. That's a start.
there's a product that somebody wants, and I spent 2 weeks doing planning for it, and then they wanted to do testing for it Thursday, or a demo of it Thursday for a group, and I wasn't able to start it yesterday, and I had 3 hours today to get it done for an entire system, this like huge thing. But nice thing is planning. He's like, he had this look originally of like, are you gonna have time to get it done? I'm like, I'll see what I can do. But 3 hours later, I'm like, here's a demo.
Yeah.
And it was very complicated, but I was very proud of myself. He goes, wow, all right, yeah, I think we'll keep it on the schedule. That I still have a lot to do, but
So I have a similar story, but it went over much longer. We had a customer in Chile who ordered a system from Italy, a custom system that took 6 months to design. It went from Italy to the US, where we shipped it out to Chile. It sat in customs for 6 months because it was the wrong frequency and customs wouldn't accept it, even though they tried and tried and tried. So they finally gave up, and it came back to us, where I'm going to disassemble it a year later for parts.
customs.
Yeah. It didn't meet their Chile's version of their FCC regulations. Wrong frequency for them.
Okay, so Pinky's ears like clipping here. If I were to try to like have it visible, it'd be like here.
It's cute. No, I kind of like that.
She's like,
He is.
though Rainbow's is clipping here too.
Yeah, push up a little bit. I think it's cute with the ears getting pushed up a little bit from the pillow. Just emphasizes how squishy these horses are.
Okay, so she needs actually definitely to. Well, actually, wait. Can I? Yeah. No, that's Pinky's. This little stuff. Oh, are her cheeks moving? Yes, they are. Not anymore.
Just think about the amount of money it probably spent to ship that system all over the world for it to never even get opened. And when it finally gets open, it's just so that I can take it apart.
The customs is a single fee. If things get delayed, that's because customs chose to
Well, they
delay
got
it.
shipped back, all the way back to us. And never stayed in Chile. So it went all the way from Italy to the US to Chile, and then back to the US again. And it was like 10 grand to make in the first place. I'm just gonna tear it apart. Like, you know, I eat ramen for lunch. But it's fine.
Damn it.
Sorry, you misplaced a bit of footage there, Jubbly. I like to see the air movements.
Realized I was missing a good chunk of footage for a project. Explains why I was struggling. Yeah, there's that classic phrase: measure twice, cut once. But no matter how many times you measure it, it's the one time after the one you did that would have gave you the right number.
That's why I always find it in between when I'm doing measuring. If I get two different ones, I'll measure a third time.
Or if you get, or measure in two different ways from two different bits to try to derive the same answer to see if they're the same.
It's a horrible idea.
Well, no, like that's what I've done for the wall. Like I measure it to figure out how much would I need to go from each side and from the certain bit. So I have two numbers and they both put me in the same place. Then I'm good. From two different ways. Because if you just measure the same thing twice, sometimes you just whatever mistake you made the first time, you're going to make the second.
Perhaps. Yeah. No, I think ears are super important, and I think
I know you're saying it also from like it's so cute, but at the same time, it is having them move. If you don't have them at least flop or work, it just looks like a cardboard cutout of ears.
And yes, they are cute, but I think for G5, the biggest difference in the animation from the start to now is the ear movement. Early G5 did not bother to barely, except for the movie, of course, The show didn't bother to animate the ears hardly at all. Now they have them bouncing all over the place, and it's adorable. But I think that's one of the biggest.
So it's not. So it's the best. It's good because it's adorable.
They're far less stiff.
How's
It
this?
increases adorableness. That's good. She's clipping a little bit there, but it is good.
Or should we have her right ear be symmetrical?
Why would I want to get closer to Pinky? She's trying to get away from Pinky. Man, I wish I had big, floppy, controllable ears. Horses got the best ears. Can't do crap with my ears.
Well, they're about like focusing audio, but our ears are surprisingly good. But the folds inside your ear, your brain knows exactly how all the folds of your ear work, to where the uniqueness of that shape will identify where things are. Like they did a test where they said, like, you know, is something, you know, somebody with their eyes closed, somebody would go around and talk or make a noise and they would point to them. And it's surprising how good and accurate you can be with just sound. But the idea was, if somebody is in front of you or behind you, how do you know the difference? And surprisingly, they could guess it correctly. But if you were to put a little bit of gunk in just the upper flaps of your ear and then do it, they couldn't guess it at all. It was a coin flip.
That's kind of neat.
So yeah, it's just because your brain knows that sound coming from here bounces differently within your ear canal on the outside of your ears than the back of you. Mm-hmm. But without it, it has no clue, which I think is super neat.
The human body's a magnificent, nasty thing.
Yeah, it's just patterns.
Yeah.
And like that all it takes, like I'm guessing people that get ear injuries or something, or maybe get like their ear mangled, might have difficulty with spatial stuff for a while until their brain adjusts. I think it's super cool.
Hey,
I don't know. I find that kind of stuff, like how the brain can take information, like that's what AI is doing. AI is about finding patterns like your brain is doing in that way. It's just way more efficient and quick at it than the AI is. AI does it millions of times. Nature just had millions of iterations to just come up with something that could do it like that. Like, well, I guess that's kind of what AI is doing. AI is just very quick Mother Nature in a way. So I'm okay with Pinky having, or like dealing with her ear. The problem is she's doing so much motion that the only way to make it work would be to actually animate the whole ear. So like from here to here, I would have to like, okay, there's still her. Go to like this, and so that it would not clip the whole time or something.
I do enjoy one other thing on G5 that I think you should do more of: random ear twitches. It's like they got their ears go twitchy. They're swatting away a fly. But ear twitchies are so good.
I just do the standard motion, whatever it needs to do to work, because otherwise it's one of those things of if 80% of the quality takes 20% of the time, but the last 20 takes 80% of the time. Well, I'm gonna minimize it, because it's like all that little stuff. Yeah, it helps, but at that point, you're only doing tiny little check boxes. When it comes to the platform it's going to, it's not gonna matter.
It's like winking for horse ears.
They're competing with like Pixar. I'm not.
They're competing with Paw Patrol and they're losing horribly. Let me tell you about Paw Patrol.
No, don't start.
Man, that movie's so high budgeted.
The Paw Patrol movie?
Yeah, like you can tell they threw tons of money at it.
Well, because it's a good IP.
And Viacom can afford to do that. They got SpongeBob money. What has Hasbro got? D&D money. D&D's for nerds.
Michael,
Yeah,
you're a nerd.
I know.
And there's going to be a need to, I think you just kind of flap a little bit too. But I'm going to worry about that later.
It's like really squishing out of here.
The left and right motion I'll deal with when it goes to there.
I was playing that mirror game last night, and I hope they update it with voices.
Why?
Because it was hard to read all that for straight 4 hours straight live in a stream. Also, they would be cute if they had voices. Cuter.
Cute. You just said that they would be cute. They weren't cute.
Cuter. They were cute.
How many boops did you give?
You couldn't give boops in that version nearly as much.
What?
Yeah, they talked about boops. It was a lot of socks.
Like there's a lot of socks.
There's a lot of socks. My favorite characters throughout the whole game were these construction mayors, and they would always wear construction hats. And they would be trying to build stuff, but they were really bad at it. And it's like, you walk up on a construction mayor. She's trying to put two boards together, and she's very frustrated. She doesn't know how. It's like, use the hammer. And then she's like, picks up the hammer and uses it. It's like, you're a genius, you big brain mayor. And then I think my favorite one was another construction mayor walked up on, and she was just throwing a board at a tree. And she was getting angry that it wasn't staying up there. It was great. Loved it. And my absolute favorite part throughout the whole game is when, like, here's the room of scrolls and information. Maybe you'll find something useful here. It's like, have you looked through any of it? No, I can't read. And your friends are like, I can't read either. And then and it's not that they just can't read. They don't understand the concept of reading. So I guess the paper's just going to talk to you or something, I guess. What does it sound like in your head?
So they're really stupid.
Yes, all the mayors are pretty stupid. But this one the filly gets, they say, go over there. If you catch your tail, I'll give you a sugar cube. And she's like, yay. And then she just chases after her tail for a while. Catch it. The game was amazing. I did finish Disco Elysium. I'm sorry, Jinxie Cake. I did finish Disco Elysium. Man, big sad. No, it was a fun game.
Well, I think from his perspective, you're like, don't be sad.
No, see, now you can get. No.
Well, all your recordings are there. Right?
I don't really save in past 2 weeks.
Yeah, the 2 week is the standard.
Yeah.
That's why I had to make the archive channel for stuff, because that's the only way I could. I mean, I keep my local recordings, but if people want to watch after 2 weeks,
You could tell Twitch to save them longer, but
and if I really wanted, I thought about just not doing those and just taking my local recordings and using them, because like stream wise, any game we do is, well, even like Baldur's Gate, I've actually started keeping the recordings at 2K, 60 hertz, which that's like 60 gigs per video. But the streams are in 1080 60 instead of 1080 30. And if we do a game at 720 60, it's still in 1080 60. So, and the camera's in better quality. So I thought about doing that, but it's actually like a lot of render time. Sending it from Twitch is easier, but if I miss the 2 week window, I have to then do that. And I've had to do that a couple times.
oh yeah, Jinxie Cakes. That was the second to last stream that you watched then. Note to self: if you get shot, don't dance.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think it'd be cool if we played Baldur's Gate again sometime this week. Before the weekend. Who knows?
Depends on availability of people.
I know at least one day this week I need to get to the grocery store because we're about out of food. I think we got hamburgers.
We still have some leftover stuff too.
Yeah. There's a whole pie up there. Try it. He really doesn't want to eat the pie.
That reminded me too, though. They did announce community guests for Cider Fest, and hey, I'm on there.
Yay!
So if you're going to Cider Fest, I will be seeing you guys there. And I've already informed them too. This is my last con I'm applying for community guest at going forward too. So I'm still planning to apply for panels. I'm just not applying for community guests anymore. There's
Sure, they're happy to hear you're still coming at least.
Yeah, well, because the difference between and it's different, but it's based on the convention. But for most of the ones I go to, the difference between community guests and panelists generally means you have a lot more obligations in lieu of them kind of advertising you. But I feel like most of the times there's more obligations than I feel like there's benefit. A panelist gets a free badge anyway. So if I already do a panel and it's accepted, though community guests do get kind of a priority for panels, and we get usually access to the schedule a couple days early before the public to help, so we can move things around if we have a lot of conflicts, because we tend to have more than one. But other than that, it just felt like it was a lot of extra work and obligations that I felt like I was never be able to upkeep anyway, in terms of like promotion and stuff, because it's not my thing. So I'm like, so I'm just not going to do that anymore going forward. And but I'm going to still do like bad fan fiction and maybe like animating live, maybe just because those are zero prep and just fun. So I just don't want to have panels that I have to do a ton of prep for. Bad fanfic is prep, but it's too fun not to. So I'm okay with it. Why did my Surface just turn on? Okay.
I'm guessing you don't think you're gonna have time to finish that promo video.
Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to finish it. I gave up on that weeks ago.
Yeah.
I could have, but it would have been between anthology, that and everything. I would have been literally, I would have had to just put head down and work on it and contacting people and working on stuff. And I'm like, I still have to get bad fanfic figured out. I still have to do a bunch of stuff, and it's like I have other things going on. I just can't do it.
So long as you post that Derpy and Doctor as a picture, that was pretty.
Yeah, I might do something like that.
Silver, I need your input. What'd you think of the Mare stream? Don't cross the Mare streams. I don't know what a Mare stream is, but it's fun. Too many socks. Silver, I don't know that we can talk anymore. Not enough boobs. I will agree with you. Not enough boobs. I need more boobs.
Maybe is there a balance that needs to be struck between socks and boobs? Would you
more of each?
What if there was less socks, more boobs?
There needs to be at least one pair of socks and one boob for every mare.
One pair of socks. That means that there's going to be 2 feeties that are cold.
No, 4 is a pair for horses.
A pair is 2.
A pear is a type of fruit.
No, PAIR is 2. A pair is 2 things.
Not when I'm referring to horses. A pair of horse socks.
Definition of pair: a set of 2 things used together. It's not.
It's a pair of pear.
Definition
It's a pair
of
pear.
a pair of 4. Is there?
Wait, at first you scroll down on purpose. the bare definition meaning, the definitions they were giving.
Oh, well, no. Okay, 4 pairs is just 8. So you can say that there's 2 pair, but you can't say that one full set is a pair.
This is human rules. We're talking horse rules, and 1 pair of socks is 4 socks for horses.
No,
For in definition, the horse.
quartet.
A quartet of socks.
So it's a singleton, singleton, pair, triad, quartet.
A quartet.
So
Of
it's a quartet of socks.
Oh, that's fancy.
That actually, or a tetrad, but I like quartet.
Yes, quartet of socks.
Wait, what is it? Does it go? Oh, yeah. Then it's quartet, quintet, sextet.
Ooh.
So I've heard of quartet
Pegasus.
and quintet before. Quadruplets. No, that's babies. Which Michael would also like when it comes to mares.
So many tiny horses.
But yeah, it's quartet. So they need a quartet of socks.
Quartet. Michael quartet socklet.
Michael quartet socklet.
It's French.
Okay, so how do her ears look now? Okay, when she does little back forth right here. Okay,
No,
here.
I was sad when I gave up my socks to another mare who really wanted socks, and she didn't have any
Wait,
socks of her own.
you had socks?
Yeah, and I gave them to a mare without socks. 'Cause I'm generous. She was the socks mare, and she really wanted socks. And I was, how much do you want socks? And she's like, more than anything I've ever wanted in the whole wide world. That's how I gave her my socks, and she's like, "Yay, I got socks!" She was very happy. Well, yeah, Nolan did have an eye patch. She was a venture mare.
Okay, now that shot's done. Let's go back to this one.
No, they got marshmallow hooves silver, so it's fine.
Oh, why did you wait? Your mare had an eye patch? I'm guessing you get to make a mare.
Yeah.
Why'd you give an eye patch?
Well, because she got the eye patch for joining the Adventurers Club. She didn't need the eye patch, but she wore it anyways.
I thought maybe like you just missed your boop attempt.
Oh, no. You poked in the eye.
Yeah.
And she was adventurable.
Well, Jason, we didn't know how to get. I wanted the cigarette because it was the best way to identify something happened.
What happened?
Nothing. But it was the best identifier for that. But if I got to have her talk, she has to get rid of it, and then it was like, how do I get rid of it? So I'm like, well, maybe we can just remove it from the mouth. But then that's like adjusting the whole position, which might not work, and kind of, or like, how do you keep it attached to the hoof? So I thought, well, the easiest way is like, we'll just have her eat it. I kind of like the idea of, I'll probably take away from Rainbow, but once she gets to this point, just have it pop back out.
No, I bet she just straight up ate it.
Like, one.
Animate that something for your only pony. Only pone. Are you going to start making only pone videos? No one seems to think you should.
No.
I kind of like that you just straight up ate it. should be for
Trevor like this is
OnlyFans.
just
No.
just erupts.
I cannot do anything
Your
about
stomach
it.
is being very noisy.
It's almost all the time anymore.
How's the beer?
I liked it.
Yeah, it was actually not bad. Actually, I want to show this. Oh, you're done with it anyway. Are you done with it? You got a little bit left.
Tiny.
This is elevated amber from Lift Bridge backwards. Actually, hold on. There we go. Elevated amber by Lift Bridge with a touch of honey. It's a. Where's the? Oh, there.
Higher bloom.
Ale brewed with special malts and honey. It's a little I would say smoky-ish. It's more very malty.
I do like malt though.
Oh yeah, that's why I got it, because I was hoping. But the Lift Bridge's beers can be but I love their art.
Yeah,
They do really cool art,
nice.
and they have one of my favorite named beers. I'll probably never get it, and it's called Hop Dish. It's hoppy, but I like Hop Dish.
No,
Very creative. Does it make it mean? No, it's honey flavored. It's still just an ale. There are a couple. I still want to find it. There was it was a pale ale that had like a beaver on it, but it was with the honey mixed in, and it was one of my favorite cheap pale ales. Not cheap, I guess, but like well priced pale ales that actually tasted really good. I bought them like once and I haven't bought them since. It's really frustrating. Like, I like trying new things, but sometimes it feels like by the time I find something new, they just don't sell them anymore. Oh. I would need to do something.
look, she's
here
making a
too.
kissy face.
What happened?
I always forget that technically the nose should wrinkle a little bit when she's doing like E sounds.
You need lots of nose wrinkles. Great thing called It's Femfic After Hours. No.
It's a cheap ale. Look for the beaver head. If I want good, no, I think it's more of a local Minnesota, because most of the places I go to I like buying from a local place. I'm okay with like if it's around Minnesota, like if it's from Dakotas or Iowa or something, but I just like to try to keep it local. And then when I travel to like conventions, I like trying to pick up some of the stuff from there. So, because otherwise it feels like when the stuff starts crossing state lines, then you start getting into more of just another Coors where they're just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Where I want to like help the little people. And sometimes they just have really unique and cool stuff.
I want to drink what tastes good.
Yeah, but
Which is sometimes the crap in my closet. I do have a bottle of that cold upstairs.
of what?
Mead. I think it's the last good bottle. And then it gets kind of sketchy after that. But I will keep making more. Now that I know the yeast I want to use. Now you got the honey for the next batch. Get it stuff. Then what needs to happen is I need to get home from work like at least a half hour earlier so that I can eat at like a decent pace. Then my stomach wouldn't throw such a fit.
You don't have to rush it.
But Mares, we've got some.
Yeah, I guess.
How could I not be here for Mares? Especially when they're getting all cuddly with those cuddle Mares.
It makes sense for her nose to wrinkle a little bit here.
I think so.
Her mouth. mouse. Mouse. Or mouse. Or
No.
mouse. Pink Ponic. Pink Ponic will now lay egg in your mouth. Ponic will now
And type in the word OnlyFans and see what comes up.
in your mouth. Pink Ponic lay egg in your mouth.
What just happened?
Okay, and then Rainbow needs or look, oh my god, there's two booper.
Double boops. It should touch.
The amount of expression in the eyes alone are flipping incredible, let alone the whole face. Yeah, and then here I am just making sure the nose wrinkles correctly.
It's very important.
Yeah, but that stuff is important. But a lot of that is like, it's really not that much effort to make something realistic. It's not about like I don't even think of it anymore. It's just like when this happens, you just close the eyes and then I go through the same little steps. It's the same thing every time.
Look at the booper eclipse. One booper is eclipsing the other booper.
It's like here, all I'm doing is just I'm adding nose wrinkle whenever she has her teeth, because when you go E, it makes your nose go up. There's probably other sounds too, but this is just the one that's nice and easy and gets good results.
You know what you should do for an extra stream? You should play that mirror game
No,
while I watch.
that's you.
No.
Do you know how weird that sounds?
What's that?
I want you to play the game where creatures wear cute socks.
Yes.
And I want to watch.
Yes.
Like you're just over there smoking, wearing your Superman shirt.
Sir, it would be a Batman shirt.
It's a reference.
Is it? That's fantastic. So is mine. Like on this smooching Nolan. Smooching is great. Smooching is like one of the best things there is. This is a fact. From this angle, Pinky's mouth is so weird. And she eats the cigarette. Yeah, there's just no over there, like no smooching, but the snapping of necks. He thumbs up that.
What just happened? What just happened?
Oh yeah, and the other thing I didn't do here is mouth twisting, which has a surprise. Like here. Oh, she goes, what? Which direction do I go? Probably actually the better the other way. I don't know if I can do this, but I'm gonna try. Might be a little too much.
What just happened? What just happened? What just happened?
What is that?
Waiting.
What just
I
happened?
was rolling in again. Sounded like it's somebody. I thought somebody was dragging a trash can along the side of the house. I was like,
Oh,
what is happening?
it might be because today is trash day. So
No.
What just happened?
Yeah, I think that's what that was. I think your neighbor is pulling the trash can back,
What just
which is similar to lightning, just not nearly as interesting. Mama, ooh.
so does the mouth work go in that direction like that? I think it might be a little strong.
happened?
No, I think it looks good. I like it.
No, not that.
What just happened? What just happened? What just happened?
She's so bouncy.
What just happened? Just happened? What just happened? What just happened? What just happened?
I don't know why, but I want you to like put a little dog treat on Rainbow Dash's nose, and she has to not eat it. It'd be good. No, why?
Why do you ask why?
Why? What's the time? I'm like, you know, it would be cute, and you're just like, no, smooch pony. You ever wonder, like, if you're evil? I mean, you are a drug dealer. Ponies are a drug. Like, you're a producer. I know they rotted my brain. It's true.
Happened? What just happened?
It's his fault so many people are addicted to horse.
Happened? What just happened?
Okay, that actually, it's small, but when your mouth moves over here, this cheek goes up a little bit.
Okay. That is pretty good.
Just happened?
I can't overuse that, but I like it here.
Mm-hmm.
Pink pop.
I'm not really liking how
I think
she just kind of goes into position here.
I think when Pinky starts talking, she should be looking over at her.
No, because then it makes more sense when she does it here. If she's looking over at her, then she would be always looking. I tried doing it and I didn't like it.
Okay. I can see that.
That was where you said at the beginning, like, you liked it last time when you were drunk. And that's exactly what I was doing. You're just like, come on.
If you got drunk enough, do you think that you could make them touch snoots? How much drinking would that require?
Yeah, Michael.
No, I said snoot touching is not the same.
No, I
It's
said
not
no.
smooching.
Nolan said it. Why is it go so big? Stop going big. I want it small. Stop going big.
You tell him. I didn't say smooching. No, snoot touching is not smooching.
Stop it.
What is happening to you?
Okay, when it replays, does it go big again?
You broke it. I guess you have to
There
be
we go.
smooching now.
No smooching.
Okay, good.
No
There we go. No
smooching.
smooching.
How about no smooch? Not nose touching.
Oh, I just saw the.
Because you don't have a video for that.
I don't have any more booze right now. I have to have Michael go give me booze.
Do you want beer or mead?
Yes, I do. I kind of sort of have Finn on standby. I want to actually get a button for it, but it's one of those things of like, it's on the list until the stream's over, and then I completely forget it was a thing.
Like most of my day.
Cheers on the hydrate, though.
Water.
You know what? grab me the Surly Furious from downstairs.
Okay.
I think it's the bright red can.
I'm gonna try something downstairs then too. I have no idea. We got beer scattered.
Oh, it might be in the cooler outside.
That is way further away.
Unless you want to get me just... well, I need to bring... Whatever.
I'll find your Surly.
Okay. Well, he's on it there for Adventure Time. Even no smooching, but we can have booping.
Pink Ponic will now.
Oh, yeah, so when Rainbow settles here, I wanted to have... Because it very much feels like she does an A to B transition. You can see her... She kind of sits here, and then transitions, and then she goes right to a stop point. I kind of want to have some kind of something that has her move between those. Otherwise, it just feels too... I wasn't really wanting a stout right now. Well,
Pink Ponic. Pink Ponic will now. Pink Ponic. Pink Ponic will now lay egg in your mouth. Egg. Pink
and also, she goes...
Ponic will now lay egg in your mouth.
She was like 6 seconds without blinking. I probably should give her a blink in here. Hoping is just a gateway drug to smooching. I'll probably agree with that. So booping is the marijuana. I mean, that's not really a gateway drug either, but
Will now. Will now. Will now. Will now.
okay, so I want a little more transition. I don't like where there's it's just, you could see like before this is a you can see the line for it, and you're like, oh, so it's a 3-point transition, but the problem is it's a 3-point transition of fully open, middle, and then shut. That means only one frame that's actually shutting. I don't like doing that. So I like to have at least 2. Now it's got open, close more, done.
Will now. Will now.
If I need to, I will not have her blink if I can't make it look right. And I feel like it might actually be kind of tough.
Will now. Will now. Will now.
Actually, I can probably
Your mouth.
do something like
Will now. Sonic will now lay egg in your mouth. From egg.
and then like halfway through here, have the eyes go back to their other position.
Lay egg in your mouth. Your mouth.
I think that kind of works. I think I put it a little bit too far to the side though. Yeah, I was going too close to the camera. One frame works when you blink twice. Well, for reality, sure. But the problem is SFM has motion blur, and it's a poor implementation of. So motion blur will normally be like coming down like this and then coming down like that. If it was one frame, the whole eye blink would in essence be the entire eye just blurred at once, and then normally the actual shut action would have a little bit of something. It just doesn't look as good. I'm not a fan of that. An actual eye blink is very, very quick, but most times with human eyes, it's, you know, eyes are we're not looking at somebody and counting how many times they blink of the eye. The horses, the eyes are like 80% of their head. So I'm kind of okay if I have her kind of changing direction to look somewhere else. This is actually giving her a little bit of the life that I was hoping for. And if you notice the audio cuts out there, it's because it's actually two separate audio files, and sometimes audio files just don't like playing, so it'll say and then it'll just for some reason won't play the second. That's why it does that weird cutout sometimes. Like that.
In your mouth. In your mouth.
Let's see if I can do. Easing in and easing out doesn't work there. Oh, and I didn't actually do the here. I didn't do her eye down either. Perfect, thank you.
You know, I don't know why. As I was walking downstairs, I thought to myself, we should play a Paw Patrol game.
One of those pregnancy ones?
No. I don't even know if those exist.
You know,
I want to know. Of course it does, because there's like 5 pony versions. There's probably more than that. Those are just the ones I made Jay play. I just imagine myself playing the game and just constantly making the dog wander into traffic or wander off cliffs. It'd be fun.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to know, because I'm almost certain. Because I remember back in the day, Jay Haller, that was something I used to do, is I would find all the worst My Little Pony Flash games on the internet, and then he would play them one by one per my request. And it was the best time of my life. Just watching him play those horrible Pony Flash games. If the internet lost something when like Flash stopped being a thing, it was those.
Your mouth.
And they still exist, and you can still play them, but you kind of have to jump through hoops to do it. It's just not worth it anymore.
Egg in your mouth. Pink Pony will now lay egg.
It's kind of thinking. Yeah, I do have access to it.
Pink Pony will.
I'd require shutting the eye in a place that I didn't anticipate, but doing something like this where.
Pink Pony will now lay egg.
I'll still never forget that My Little Pony game where Twilight was pregnant, but it had a whole opening where Rainbow was basically kissing Twilight. They fell in love, and then Twilight said she's pregnant, and Rainbow Dash just runs away. Leaves the doesn't come back. Left her on Rainbow Dash left her on her own as a single mother.
You love counting the amount of times people say ums, ahs, so's, and like. I'm really bad about so. I have actually actively tried to pay attention to the use of ums and ahs, and I use a lot less of those than I used to. It definitely leads to pauses that have nothing, but I am much better than I used to be.
I'm bad about like. I know that.
I use like sometimes. So I am very bad about ending a sentence in so.
So doesn't bother me though. Like bothers me, and I use it.
Well, but
Somebody saying
ending
like
a sentence
every other
and so,
sentence
like
drives me crazy.
when I'm stating something and I'll use it to literally end a sentence. I have nothing to follow it up with it, but it's like I'm wanting somebody to interrupt, and I'm using that as like a transition to it or something.
It's just a speech mannerism.
Ums and ahs make sense though, because in actively trying not to do it, sometimes it feels like you're having an issue speaking, because you'll say some words then stop. Helps fill the sentence, and most people ignore it anyway.
Yeah.
I used to have a principal when I was in high school. When I was at middle school, can't remember. It was one of those, and he would say so many times when doing the announcements over the whole school that we'd make a joke about it, where a third of all the words said in the entire announcement were Okay, doesn't really show, especially when you're doing this in front of high school kids or kids in general. Jesus Christ, the amount of flack he would get for that is hilarious. I mean, it kind of is mean, because in a way, maybe he just has difficulty speaking. He was a good principal. Just kids will find any reason to make fun of somebody, and they definitely would there. That's where I think you almost need to find just somebody that's good at that type of thing, and they do all the speaking for you. Work to your strengths.
I learned working for a company with a lot of Japanese employees that their version of is oh. I go oh instead of It's the same purpose. It's just fun to see different cultures' versions of
Egg in your
But yes, I think it's just people basically buffering their speech patterns. So that doesn't bother me. So is just a speech manner, and saying like all the time, and I'm guilty of it. That is just bad habit.
Of what?
Like.
The use of it makes sense.
It does.
It's one of those, it's a transitionary word, kind of.
I guess, but if I was reading that in a paragraph, I'd want to stab the writer.
Oh, no, the way we speak and the way we write are completely different things.
Yeah.
in your mouth.
Try not to, though. I mean, you're not going to put a bunch of ums and written down in writing, but no.
Poor text to speech.
Just trying so hard.
In your mouth. In your mouth.
Is Michael off playing MariQuest? No, I'm not playing MariQuest. I'm right here. I was off getting beer.
Your mouth. Your mouth.
But when she hits the top here, I think
Say that again?
there.
Mouth. Mouth. Mouth.
I do know some people, or I've known some people in the past who,
Mouth.
at the end of nearly every sentence.
In your mouth.
Does lewd what?
What? It's lewd.
Is
Oh, pony boy. See, it's lewd.
What just happened?
Pink Pony will now lay egg in your mouth.
no?
In your mouth. Mouth. In your mouth.
She looks like she's hacking the Instagram. I got like stuck. Ooh.
See, I could poke at things all day to improve them. Like here, I think having the mouth actually go down a little bit like
way
this.
too far. It seems distorted.
It is, but
You don't want her face to break.
when it comes to animation, though, things usually should have an extreme. or work to exaggerated and extreme this stuff. There, that actually looks better. That's a little more balanced.
In your mouth.
But then what if I have her mouth actually go up a little bit too? What if I did even more?
He's going on the good animation now. He's turned to the dark side of pony animation. Prelude.
Oh, that actually looks good.
There's no clothes on these ponies.
No, I like that upwards motion.
Pony will now lay egg in your mouth. Pink pony will now.
President Ramdas doesn't have more covers on her bed. It's got to get cold in that house.
Oh, she got Pinky.
Yeah, she does. Like a house that is made of mostly water, it's at a higher elevation. It's gonna be cold. Like real cold.
Now lay egg. Now lay egg. Lay egg. Lay egg. Egg. Lay egg.
What happened?
Pink pony will now lay egg.
Yeah, and Pegasus do have fluffy feathers. They got a lot of extra fluff. I mean, they have to, right?
Pink pony will. Pink pony. Pink pony will now lay egg in your mouth.
Okay, that looks pretty good.
Pink pony will now lay egg in your mouth. In your mouth. In your mouth.
No, I've tried to get him to put more fluff on the past. He's had some success.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, I think I'm good on that one now. Okay, we're gonna leave there. Now back to what I wanted to do at the beginning.
Wait, there's another part? I almost forgot. Hey, you replaced your model.
Extra stretch goes a long way. Well, for many years earlier on, the mouths had flexes, but that was it. So if you wanted to have mouths do some funny stuff, it was limited. And then like the enhanced ones gave you jaw control, but the jaw control, it allowed you to do some twisting, but only minimal. And you had to use the lips bones to kind of move things around. With the whole mouth now, it's like, and the way it's implemented, it still gets a little weird if you really push it hard, but that just depends on lighting. But it's still, it allows that whole mouth shifting back and forth. You can move the nose then to twist with it. It adds so much more complexity to certain talking methods. Like Heavy has like a and that to me brings the jaw down, and that's where I was adding that a little bit. I like just being able to shift the mouth left and right. If you watch a lot of 3D animation out there now, they're almost always doing that in some way, and even people kind of do it, but it's following the standards. Okay, so Rainbow here.
He hiding?
No, her. For one, she's not baked. No, her mane here. Oh, that's very heavy motion. The one thing I still got to use to is it used to be hair. Jiggle hair 2 was back hair. And now it doesn't seem to be anymore. Wait, there's another one on here. Oh, yeah.
Or Buzz. Stopped.
Furnace.
Oh.
When they replaced that motor, you don't hear the like if it winding up anymore, because that was the motor going bad. Now it's that new motor whisper quiet compared to the old one. So yeah, that was where it was definitely just it going bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it's much quieter to where with the door shut, I'm not too worried about sound. Before it was so loud that I wanted to put up sound insulation and stuff. I still probably will.
Oh, you already had a bunch of sound insulation.
Only
on this side.
In this room, but that was because I have the washer and dryer there, and that does help a lot. And then the server over on that side, which isn't all that loud, but it was more of just playing it safe, especially since I have a hole in the wall to the TV.
Mm-hmm. I'm just thinking what people will think if you ever sell this place. And they come in, it's just holes in the walls. The TVs are gone, and it's just, what's this hole for?
No, that'd be
just don't set up any televisions in the bathroom.
No, if one of them I've kept the hole for it, but otherwise you just mud it up.
Yeah, you could.
I would.
You don't want people thinking. Like, oh no!
I think they're if they do, they're gonna think there's some really tall people that are cranking their heads down here. Michael, grow up.
This is where my head goes.
Yeah. I'm like, I put cable holes there, and you're like, nope, they're glory holes.
Only if you take the TV down and the context is lost. What will the neighbors think?
If they haven't thought it with you yet,
They just think I'm your dad.
Yeah, they do.
Where's Sad Horse? He's hiding in her own house. I had a dog who would hide like that behind the bed. He was scared.
I'd love the neighbor dog because his name is Boomer and he'd like come out there like bark, 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 bark. But the moment you get near him, he'll run away and he'll bark at you from far away. So he wants to let you know this is my territory, but I will do nothing if you take it.
You're big and I am small. He's all bark.
I want to at least because I think if you get to the point like you go and interact with them a little bit, that when you're out there they won't bark as much. Because they're barking because you're a threat.
No, they're barking because they're excited to see you.
Oh, I don't know. I think my favorite thing for that dog too was like when we first moved in, he had some kind of surgery, and so it was a little pug that was wearing this like big inflatable neck thing. So it looked like a dog that went to the beach and got his head stuck in a donut, and he's just been running around barking with it on. It was pretty funny.
It's very different from the dog I was thinking of, because we had a dog anytime somebody came into the house that the dog didn't know, it would immediately run into my parents' basement and hide behind the bed. It's like Rambo is now.
It's a good thing you got that dog to keep you safe.
It's a big old standard poodle. Keep everybody safe. Just fluffy.
You cannot hide from Pink Pony.
No. It's squished.
Okay, so now okay, I'm gonna actually fix a little bit right here because it's technically not clipping, but it's not fully clipping, but it is ever so slightly. And normally that's okay, but it was in the wrong way. Yeah, that's much better.
Hi, random fast reader.
Yeah, fast reader.
Welcome.
Oh yeah, I didn't do the dehydrates. I know that I have booze. Cheers on the water. Right here.
Anybody else wish it was not Tuesday and like Friday instead?
And there's 3 of them. So cheers, Jelly. Oh, what was that again?
You're saying, don't you wish it wasn't Tuesday and that it was Friday instead?
No, I wish it was Thursday.
Right there. No.
Because I have Friday off.
You know what? That's my fault. I opened him up to rub that in.
No,
Silver
tomorrow
is Friday.
Oh no, my brain just thought it was Wednesday. I have to finish that program or at least I have to make it demoable by Thursday. So I have to meet with somebody tomorrow about that. And then there's a big meeting that I have to maybe present tomorrow on, which kind of whatever, but I always hate doing that meeting. And then Thursday I have to demo thing. I actually had a training that I had to do today for a program I made, but I kind of forgot about it until yesterday until yesterday. But then I'm like, eh. And so this morning I spent 30 minutes before the meeting making the training material. So I gave myself 30 minutes to make the whole training material and then had the training. I
mean, as long as
I know I've gotten very good at knowing how long things are going to take me. And I just am like, well, it'll take me 30 minutes. So I'll just give myself 30 minutes. And I did. I got it done. Cheers, number 2, jelly on the booze.
It will be Wednesday soon. My boss a few weeks ago, it was Wednesday. And at the end of Wednesday, he said, week's almost over. I told him right there and then, you're wrong, sir. That is a horrible thing to say. You are lying to me and yourself.
The only time you can say it's halfway to the weekend is when you're halfway through Friday.
Yes. And even then.
Okay, well, we got stupid face file. Because I saw Matt did stupid face. So what is horse?
Oh, you got stupid face? You did.
Let's just shrink the file down.
You know what I want? I want ponies with doggy treats on their snoots, being good ponies.
We've done that.
The doggy treat.
I feel like we've done doggy treats on their nose before.
Yeah? When?
I don't care. You forgot.
No. I remember.
Move that over.
What if they were fighting over like a rope? Or doing other doggy things, like chasing.
We've had them do a rope thing. Oh, we did it with meat though.
We did it with meat. That was a long time ago.
Okay, so you remember that one?
You show it all the time.
No, Matt. What do you want to? What do you want for horse?
Twilight
Sporkle.
Sporkles. You get for
no.
sporkles.
There. Okay, what is Twilight doing then? It's not a you question.
I was gonna suggest that you have her murdering that Paw Patrol character with sporks.
See, now murder's okay.
Against the Paw Patrol character. Of course. What's the horse doing?
What's horse?
It's Halloween. Maybe she should just be eating like tons of a pumpkin.
It's not Halloween yet.
If she had a pumpkin, she could just be chewing on it.
Wait, what horse? Horse.
Just horse. Horses is like pumpkins, I think. If you give a pumpkin to a horse, they'll eat it. That would make Halloween so much better. If I was a horse, Halloween would be like on a Halloween night, you get to eat the pumpkin. And it's super tasty because you're a horse.
Look at this horse.
Very cute.
I'll do that. Okay.
Pumpkin is a valid vegetable, you guys. Don't let anybody tell you differently.
Twilight thoroughly inspecting Halloween candy.
She just got a big pile of candy and she's eating it. Well, that's weird candy.
That's a big candy.
Yeah, just give her that, but make it big and put it in her
I don't
boobs.
think I have much for candy.
Just give
I
her
have
That's not candy. They don't melt in the
it's
bag.
sugar.
That's a good humor bar. Give her just the big go give her the candy cane.
No, that's not candy.
How's that not candy?
This is a candy cane.
Your point is
It's like I told the story before, but I had a coworker that was allergic to peanuts, and somebody came over the one day and had cookies, and they're like we have some cookies, and people love them, and there's a secret ingredient, but you have to guess what it is. And she's like, well, is there peanuts in it? And he goes, nope, no peanuts. He goes, okay. So she got it and they couldn't guess it. And then he comes back like 10 minutes later. Just like, they're like, did you figure it out? And like, nope. He goes, it's peanut butter. She goes, you said there was no peanuts in it. There isn't. It's peanut butter. There's peanuts in peanut butter. There is?
How would you not?
What? It's the butter of a peanut.
You milk the peanut.
The guy actually stood there for a second and went, oh. And so the lady had to run and retch to get it out of her system. She's not deathly allergic, but it will definitely cause some significant issues. So like significant stomach problems.
Is this
and other
somebody you
stuff.
worked with?
Yeah.
At the current job?
No, this was like trucking.
because whoever that was, they need to be fired.
No, there's yeah.
That's just too stupid.
When somebody
It's an extra level.
when somebody asks, "Is the food you gave me have peanuts?" You better damn well know what the answer to that question is, and not think
straight up kill some
there's
people.
peanuts and peanut butter. What?
That big cookie. I haven't wanted numbing on a big piece of candy or a big cookie or something. I had another thought, but I lost it. A leaper. Looks like a Left 4 Dead thing.
I think we went looking one time for this, and it just didn't work out.
No, you did for the vending machine. You couldn't find one.
Candy apples.
There's just straight up Halloween candy.
Yeah, but I looked at this before, but it's like super crappy. Like, look at this apple. It's like 5 polygons.
It's ultra low poly, yeah.
Well, it's candy cane launcher.
Some general candy there.
I mean, that's kind
Probably
of.
about as good as you're gonna find.
I was hoping like for an open chocolate bar or something.
Wow, you just want the world.
I mean, like, or maybe I should just search poop.
Maybe.
Futterman chocolate bars. Well, that's just the bar. No.
Sometimes I think I want chocolate, and then I remember I don't really like chocolate.
Yeah, I'm not
I think
seeing
give her a big
anything.
lollipop. Lollipop, lollipop, boom, boom.
like-
lolly, lolly, lolly.
This one's got some candy
Like
in it, but
snacks.
these are all the same
You
ones
have those?
that kind of.
Yeah.
I think these are the updated texture ones, higher quality, but I really don't care enough. Search for chocolate. El Chapulin, La Colorado, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, moon pie.
Moon bar.
Give her a big old moon bar.
There's donuts.
Give her a donut.
Toblerone.
She just needs a Toblerone.
Does she need a Toblerone?
Toblerone. Don't chew on that Toblerone.
There's pieces, and I mean,
I need to know something.
yeah, she's gonna get
I'm
Toblerone.
actually squash a fruit. I think it might
That's one of
be.
those questions that it depends on the
Because-
scientific or
Wait, Silver, here's the thing. To my understanding, the vegetable is the seed of the plant. The
think I already
fruit
had
is the
Toblerone.
body. So is squash the part you eat, the seed, or the body of the plant? Because if I had to think about it, it's the body. If you eat the seeds, like if you eat the pumpkin seeds, that's the vegetable part. But the pumpkin itself, that's the fruit part.
the way I see it is fruit and vegetable have such effed up crossover that it's whatever the hell you want it to be.
I think it's
or-
really that simple. Like corn.
Berries
That's a
are one of
vegetable.
those. Like, but well, is it a vegetable or is it a berry?
Corn?
Yeah. Some of those
You're eating
definitions
the
are
seeds.
super weird.
You're eating the seeds, so that's a berry. That's a vegetable.
But isn't a raspberry?
No, it's the body. There are seeds in it, but you're eating the body. So you're kind of eating both the fruit and the vegetable of the plant. Well, grain is a vegetable. Grains are vegetables. We just categorize them differently because we all grew up with the food pyramid.
Yeah, I will agree that that's more of a food pyramid definition. So is bread a vegetable?
It is made with vegetable stuff,
But is it a vegetable?
primarily.
It's
Not
really
exclusive.
hard to say a processed food can be a vegetable Like, is guac a vegetable?
Well, yes, but
It's vegetable based.
No, I was
but
thinking-
you've turned it into something that would be a human thing.
all you did was mash up an avocado to make guac, and it's still a vegetable.
No, but what if you added like onion and seasoning?
Well, onion's a vegetable.
Yeah, but that's and so is pepper.
Yeah.
So yeah, is it still a vegetable?
Yes, it's just three.
But the moment that you toss a cherry in there,
that is madness.
it's no longer a vegetable. So if you put it on toast, so if you put guac on toast,
Yeah.
is it a vegetable?
Is there salt in it?
Why?
You just gotta have salt in it. You're not gonna eat that without salt.
Well, yes.
The bread, then it's
vegetables with a little bit of rock.
Yes. Just a little bit of rock. It is my understanding that vegetables are the seed.
This conversation hurts,
Fruit of
guys.
the body.
It's the human need to categorize things with immensely poor definitions.
The definition's poor. I think just somebody hearing that.
It's a sandwich discussion.
Is
Where
it?
we define something, but our way of defining it is based on examples of things that already exist, and there's no way to define it ever.
No, I don't think that's what this is. I think what this is long ago we all decided asparagus is a vegetable, but somebody's like, no, that's a fruit because you're eating the body of the plant. And then you want to smack them
that art.
because your life just exploded and killed everyone around you. No, the definition is there and it's solid. It's just that we don't like it. Because it breaks our previous what we conceive as a vegetable or what we conceive as a fruit.
Mm-hmm. Completely and utterly.
It really does.
So she really likes this Toblerone. She's gonna hug it.
Like if you eat peas, that's vegetables. If you eat pea pods, well, you're kind of eating the fruit of the plant when you eat the pod itself. The pea pods are kind of fruit and vegetable that you're eating together.
Yeah, because again, we have this need to create boundaries and categorize. Well, we are, because human minds are built to be patterns, and patterns require categories. You need to be able to say, like, what color is that? And we need to bucketize those colors. Yeah. We have to bucketize because it makes understanding quicker and easier. We love those categorizations, but in doing so, those things also hurt us, because that's.
I don't think it's hurting me to.
No.
Fruit to vegetables.
But we do that with people. We categorize people, and then that can cause problems, because then we can start making assumptions about people that can become negative. So,
I think this took a turn.
Yeah. No, we are an effed up species, but it makes sense why we're that way, because we have to simplify our information. There's too much.
I do like categorizing the difference between person and rabbit, because that is useful. So.
Okay. Wait. Do you need clarification on that?
I don't know. Apparently, people need clarification between what a fruit and a vegetable is, and you think that's not important. But
what's a tomato?
It's a fruit.
Okay, so when you put it on your sandwich, because when I went to go put cherry in the guac, it was a problem.
I don't know what's on the sandwich.
Bacon and lettuce.
That's all vegetables.
Bacon?
Bacon's a vegetable.
Pigs are a vegetable.
Pigs are plants. Big plants. They grow them in the fields. A horse is a person, though. That is true, random fast reader. Horses are people. She's really loving that Toblerone.
Yes, I'm not done with it yet.
That's good. I'm gonna be that guy who asks Michael. I will destroy your preconceptions about vegetables and fruits.
No, we've had the discussion many times of what's a sandwich and what's soup, and there's always some.
And there is a hard line definition that I hold to each and every one of those questions, and that's why I believe that fried chicken is a sandwich.
Yes, that's one of those things of like. If any definition you can come up to for sandwich has an exception.
No, it doesn't. Fried chicken is not an exception. For me, there is a hard,
I know, but no, that's where people would say this.
Hard answer.
They would come up with it, but it ends up being that you start getting some really weird things getting involved in the category.
That's their problems. I know what the definition of sandwich is. And there is no moving me. If it is a carbohydrate of any sort surrounding anything else, it is a sandwich.
Pigs in a blanket or calzones.
That's this type of sandwich.
No, because that's fully encased. It's fully breaded.
Yeah, it's still sandwich.
Usually, I still consider a sandwich having open.
That's
it can't
fine.
be a fully contained covered thing. Is a donut a sandwich?
What's inside of it?
Bread.
No.
Oh, okay.
Can't
What if it was a cream filled donut?
Then yes.
Just a cream filled donut.
Yeah.
Cream is enough. So you can have a mayo sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because is a mayo sandwich also a cream donut?
I mean, it's a little.
Because it got to go both ways.
Well, this is the question of sugar.
Well, no, cream filled doesn't mean in the cream filled jelly filled is mayo filled donut. It's a mayo sandwich is a mayo filled donut.
I don't know that you want to mix that much sugar with mayonnaise.
And
you could do it. But
are you under the agreement that 3 slices of bread is a sandwich?
No, it can't just be in another the same thing on the side.
What if you put potato chips in the middle?
Yeah.
Then that's a sandwich?
Yeah.
But what if you took a different loaf of bread and put that one in the middle?
No, it's still just bread.
What if it was like wheat bread with like white bread on the outside?
Yeah, okay.
So 2 different types of bread.
Yeah,
but if it's the same type, even if it's 2 different loaves.
Yeah, if it's the same kind of bread, no.
But I mean, what if they had slightly different sugar content?
No.
Then they're different.
They're not different. They're not
different. No.
If they carry the same name,
because there's a spectrum.
If they're both white bread.
There's a spectrum between the two, though.
Is there?
Like, well, if you suddenly add a little bit of wheat and it's still the same thing, then a little bit more. At what point do you cross the threshold?
Nah, they've categorized breads pretty thoroughly.
Yeah, no, but what if you mixed half white, half wheat? Which is it?
Which half?
But if you took the flour, it was half white, half wheat.
Yeah.
And you made bread.
Yeah.
Which would it go? Which one would it go with, the white or the wheat?
It'd still be wheat.
It would still be wheat.
Yeah.
But what if you only did 1/4 wheat?
Still be wheat.
What if you only did a sprinkle of wheat?
And then it's gonna get lost.
Yeah, but there's the old saying of like it was something that said where some guy walks up to somebody and says, would you have sex with me for $1? And they're like, no. Well, would you have sex with me for $10 million? Well, sure. All right. Now that we figured out what you are, we can negotiate.
And my next question is, do you have $10 million?
No, it's the idea of there's always a middle ground. You have to figure out the in between, and where the person basically saying, okay, well, now we know you're a prostitute because you're willing.
I think that conversation is far more interesting if it says yes on the dollar, and the guy's like, well. And then the guy, you just give him little wiggly eyes. Like,
No, it's but no, that's where it is. It's like if you have a spectrum in the middle, you have to define where that percentage is. So yeah. So
if it's just not the same thing in the middle,
what if it was a donut in the middle?
Yeah,
donut is just bread.
Yeah, but it's different bread.
We just went over this.
No, yeah, I said if it's different bread in the middle, you were trying to make it like it has to be. You have to be able to call it by a different name.
Yeah,
and then it is a different thing.
Wheat bread.
Yeah,
but again, at what point do you stop calling it wheat bread and be called white bread?
Wheat flour in it.
None
at all.
None at all. Not even a sprinkle.
Not even a sprinkle.
How would you know?
You wouldn't.
So then your whole life is a lie.
But I would know.
I'm allergic to lies.
That's how you find out. A lie detector is breaking out in the hives. It's like your coworker, whatever, she's eating that peanut butter food. Get that over wrong. Ground up Blossom. No, Nolan. No ground up Blossom. She's a good horse. I know what you're doing. Donut is cooked in a certain way. It's deep fried. No ground up horse. I'm gonna get that though wrong. She even gonna take the wrapper off? Try to
No.
do the wrapper. Yeah, that looks like it hurts. Her dog. Her jaw appears dislocated. Horse loaf. No horse loaf. This is a cute horse loaf. Why does your jaw look so... Twilight, take the wrapper off. That's cardboard. Toblerones come in cardboard containers.
There, does this work a bit better?
I don't really get chocolate. I don't know why people like it so much. It's not good. Not horrible, but it's not good.
I like chocolate. I don't really have cravings for chocolate. I don't go, ooh, you know, it sounds really good right now. Chocolate. I love my salt. Like, I will have cravings for potato chips.
If you're at a store, would you get cheese or chocolate first?
Cheese.
Beef jerky or chocolate?
Beef. Well, especially if you're going to put them together, I do beef jerky.
No, they're good together. But yeah, no, not chocolate.
But also, I don't, that implies
Half of your
cheese.
chocolate.
I don't eat cheese as a snack.
You don't?
No, I don't just eat cheese. I don't like just
Cheese is
eating cheese.
amazing.
I like it with things. No, I just don't buy. I don't buy sweets that often. If I do, it's usually because we're gonna do like a thing, and a lot of people are gonna share it. I just
Well, you
don't
have to
eat
eat the
sweets that
pie.
much. No, if I buy sweets, then I eat sweets. So if I just never buy sweets, I just don't have to worry about it. Hello, Volkers. Chocolate milkshakes are amazing, especially if you haven't had one in years. So
That's
I love just well, if it is a malt, I like my butterscotch, but otherwise, I'm actually just a fan of vanilla milkshakes. I mean, I think chocolate milkshakes are good, but if I had to choose between a vanilla and chocolate, I'm probably actually
the
going to go vanilla.
blandest person on earth.
Vanilla isn't bland.
It's not even a flavor.
Do we need to go into your hypocrisy about this again?
Or like salt. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you have vanilla enhanced mead.
Yeah.
So it's not a flavor. It's not vanilla flavored like you've told people specifically.
Salt isn't the
You
flavor.
said you've added it for flavor.
Yeah, the same reason you add salt to something for flavor.
No, you'd add salt as an enhancer.
Yes. But it's not a flavor.
Yeah, it is. Salt flavored pretzels and stuff. I haven't had one before COVID, and I just had one the other day. Oh yeah, if it's been a while, yeah, I can see it. Plus, it depends. If you go to there might be a place that just makes a really good chocolate shake. Like maybe they use, like a fancier chocolate, or more like an actual Hershey's compared to something, or like a fancy whatever. Then sure, if they maybe start adding like chocolate powder or something from a cheap place, maybe not so much. But Oh, she's way too happy. Why is she happy?
Why wouldn't she be happy? She's got a Toblerone.
Is she angry?
Go get that Toblerone.
Well, she wanted to get it.
So angry, she went blind in one eye.
She's not angry. She's just very determined.
Is a bean.
Got it from Arby's. It had fudge mixed in. See, like those places, the problem I have is
Never had a shake from
a lot of those fast food places, they're just chock full of whatever cornstarch and stuff they can put in.
Yeah.
I like going to a really nice place that uses like real sugar and is made by hand, because some of those ice creams, they're just pre-mixed things in the freezer that they pull out.
I'm imagining a milkshake.
They're still good.
Made by hand.
Different type.
Where if you can find an old place that can literally just take scoops of ice cream, put them in a cup, and stir them.
No, let me not stir them. They're going to use a blender, but like McDonald's, their shake machine is a giant vat of milk product and a chocolate syrup thing, and then you just hit button.
Yeah,
but
it's magics and science.
I like it where when somebody's mixing it themselves, there's very specific control about how much they do of something. Yeah, maybe it's going to be ever so slightly different every time.
Yeah,
I like the randomness of life.
And they're going to mess it up sometimes. And it's going to be a watery, milky mess.
And maybe one time they put way too much chocolate in.
You can just ask the people at McDonald's to squirt some chocolate in there if you really want more chocolate.
We used to do because on the ice cream machine you could have like the thing flipped to where it would not output ice cream or any of the ice cream anything. It would only output the syrup. And so we would take like Sprite and add the strawberry syrup from the strawberry shake machine, or we would make like a cappuccino and we would then add a little bit of the chocolate syrup from the shake machine, and just because why not? We had very late nights.
You know what was one of my indications that I'm getting old?
Oh, wow.
Oh, what? It's probably actually a picture from a Toblerone bar.
No, it's not.
Not? Oh. Fun.
It's Lorem Ipsum.
Yes.
That looks like maybe, but yeah, there's Lorem Ipsum again.
That's my favorite flavor.
Lorem Ipsum. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's Lorem Ipsum again. Yeah, I was like, that is definitely not the ingredients list. Wait, come back here. There she goes.
Wendy, Shack, and fries. I like. Now I'm imagining that there's like a lady named Wendy with her shack out there, and she lures you in with her fries.
Welcome to Wendy's Shack. You get a drive-through with your horse and carriage.
Come on into Wendy's Shack. I've got what you're looking for. Well, she's gonna get it open eventually. It's very tough. She will conquer this Toblerone. She's fought worse enemies.
She needs. Wait, hold on. There we go.
She needs her hat.
Yeah, she needs the element of harmony for this one.
Yeah, it's pretty big business, right? This one.
It's okay. It's just, why is hers a crown?
It's a tiara. First off,
it's a crown.
And it's because it lets everyone know that she's the main character.
It seems very frail.
It does.
So if she had it around her neck, she couldn't get the Toblerone.
Yeah, getting away. She would have to throw it to the side. Like, you're in the way, element of harmony. You're stopping me from getting my candy bar. I have nothing against fast food shakes. I think some of them are quite good. Haven't had one in a long time, but because nothing can ever compare to the shakes at Whippy Dips. And I can never taste them delicious shakes again, unless I go back and visit and stop there. But I have no real intention of doing that.
And she got.
You know what the problem with handmade milkshakes is? Do you ever have ask for a peanut butter milkshake at a handmade place? You know what happens? The peanut butter and the peanut butter chunks get stuck in the straw. It's madness.
Well, don't get a peanut butter shake.
Now, why would I not get a peanut butter shake? Peanut butter shakes are the best.
Well, apparently not. If they were
They're
the best,
difficult. You end up needing a spoon.
then just get the shake.
No,
Get the peanut butter, and then just put them together in your mouth.
that's a good idea.
Like, no, you know how they do the spoon with M&Ms?
Yeah,
Take the spoon and dip it in the shake,
Yeah.
and then scoop up the shake.
I will admit, when I was a fat child instead of a fat man, I did tend to take a scoop of ice cream and then take a scoop of peanut butter and then just mix them up and then just eat them because madness. And I really like peanut butter. She got some. Oh, you're stealing her candy bar.
That didn't actually work how I thought it was going to. Oh.
She just told there was
No,
chocolate
that
in
did
there.
work. I just there.
Got the candy. I'm gonna get that all over her hooves. Chocolate melts. Supposed to break into pieces, Twilight.
See, now she can have her head
I think
a
I
little
can
bit more
count
straight.
the number of Toblerone bars on one hand that I've had in my
I don't think I've ever had one.
I know I've had one at least once or twice, or part of one. It's just milk chocolate. There's nothing special about it, but I guess
no, there is something else in it.
Is there?
Yeah, it's milk chocolate with honey and almonds.
Okay.
But your butt's in the way. Almond nougat.
Okay, so there's more. It's been a very long time.
She goes.
It's been a long time since I've had a candy bar.
She goes. She got. Oh wait.
No, that's not true. I've had some mini ones because it's Halloween. The office has some. In a bucket. Really not a Toblerone. You gonna make a wiggle?
Can.
We are all fat men with the hearts of fat children, which we will eat and get fatter.
Gurgle.
Nolan, we're not supposed to eat the children. There's rules. But if you insist.
She got her Toblerone.
I'm hungry. I know it's awful.
The thing is, if I'm gonna get fat, I would 100% rather get fat on burgers and French fries than candy and cookies. 100%. I like a good cookie, but if you put if I'm hungry and you put a burger and a cookie in front of me, of equivalent size,
A piece of cake or burger.
that really depends on the cake.
It really doesn't for me at all.
The
I will eat
burger
every time.
The burger.
Every
It depends.
time.
What if you already ate a burger?
I'll eat another burger. I do have zero interest in the cake if burger's an option.
Give me my wall.
It's fine.
Don't crack my wall.
My burger strength.
Probably spelled that wrong. Well, I still have a
All the other horses.
I think I still have 2 dehydrators to do, so choose jelly on the third one of yours.
Unless it's silver and missing. Yes. It's like, I want that burger.
I feel like
unless you bake the cake, honey.
I feel like that was in 2 parts. Like, oh, is the burger, and then Silver's like,
He started typing in always the burger, and then he saw his wife looking at him from across. Unless it's your amazing cake. It's just like, we see what's up. Here we are trying to get you in trouble.
Yeah, but like cake has a varying spectrum of what I would like and dislike. Burger. The spectrum is much wider. Like certain cakes, I'm like, yeah, that one would be better. I'm okay with that one. That would be good. That one would be eh. But like burger, it's like, well, what's on it? I don't care. I mean, there's certain, like, don't put watermelon on there or something. But like, as long as it's a legitimate burger from a place, I'll probably be okay with it.
Any burger is better than any.
Remember
cake.
Kuma's?
Yeah.
Like, hold on.
Those are
I want
good
to.
burgers.
What?
I made a.
If you guys haven't heard of Kuma's, it's if you go to Winnie City, they are actually walking distance. I want to see if we can pull up their burgers. They are a heavy metal. Well, they are heavy metal based, but they're
more.
They've kind of shifted away from that a little bit.
I don't know. Yeah, they'll do like 80s cartoons and stuff.
But yeah, so their burgers though, they have some really weird burgers. So the famous Kuma's is bacon, cheddar, egg with some veggies. Then Black Sabbath, again, it's all heavy metal based. Chili, pepper jack, red onion, and blackened spices. The Brujeria, house-made hot sauce. That's kind of just with jalapeno poppers, not jalapenos, jalapeno poppers.
Gotta get down to the plague bringer.
These are nice pictures they put for these too.
Yeah.
I mean, here's their thing though. The goat snake, herbed goat cheese, poblano sweet, corn relish, cholula, lemon vinaigrette. Wow, this is millennial. Buttermilk, breaded, deep fried red onions. That is way too many words for a single ingredient.
You just call them French's fried onions. That's what you bought.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dark Throne with more goat cheese, chipotle, and pico de gala. Iron Maiden. With avocados, cherry peppers,
that
pepper
one
jack.
looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's a little more simple, but it looks like they put a lot of underneath. The Kaijo, applewood bacon, blue cheese crumbles, and frizzled onion. But holy crap, do they pile it on? And they're not. That's not just a picture. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin. That's just a bacon pulled pork on it. The Mastodon.
I think I got that one.
Yeah, this is just a barbecued bacon cheddar burger. The Metallica bacon buffalo sauce, blue cheese, and buttermilk frizzled onions. The Plague Bringer. I have had the Plague Bringer before. Crushed garlic, house-made hot sauce, pepper jack, fresh jalapenos, so they are a little bit more of a kick. Tortilla strips and roasted garlic mayo.
Love garlic.
This one is amazing, but it is a mess. Deep fried blackened chicken tenders. On the burger, there's still a burger, chicken tenders, apple with smoked bacon, cheddar cheese, Belgian waffle strips, maple syrup drizzle, and raspberry aioli. It is a mess. There is no way to eat this without like your hand being covered in juice, like all the way down your arm. It is a mess to eat, but it's so good. So good. Oh yeah, I've had the Slayer. It's just, you pick your protein. It's an open face sandwich they put on fries.
There's no sandwich.
Well, okay, they don't call it a sandwich, but it's a burger that they just remove the bun, they throw it on fries.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a really fancy fry, but it's really good. I've never had this one. Oh no, I might have horseradish Dusseldorf mayo. What's the Dusseldorf mayo? Literally, but I'm not going to look at this and be like, ooh, Dusseldorf. I have no idea.
You do that when you're talking about the caramelization of food. What do you refer to it as? The
Maillard.
Yeah,
that's an actual scientific term.
You love saying Maillard.
Yeah, because it's
the
fun.
Food.
Because it's not just about crispiness; it's that specific thing about it.
Browning your food.
This one's specific to the Impossible Burger, but you can get any of them replaced with it. Yeah, so like you get some really weird ones, but this is just like, what the hell?
Yeah, but if you ask for that,
It's a waffle burger, kind of, sort of.
if you ask for that burger and like, can I get it without the waffle strips? They will just smack you.
Extra chicken.
I
It's
love
chicken and waffles with bacon on a burger. So, but yeah, they're very good food, and they are actually walking distance from Winnie City. It's like 2 blocks.
It's like the only reason to go to Wednesday.
It's actually,
Besides all the ponies, of course.
other than the restaurants in the hotel, I think it's actually the closest place to walk to. No, Olive Garden's closer.
Yeah, but it's Olive Garden.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty damn close. It's just not super big, so it can get pretty busy. It's so good. Anyways,
we talked about burgers.
cheer fast reader on the last dehydrate. Okay. So I think, I gotta fix Rainbow's ears.
Wrong with him? Gave him scritches.
You cannot hide.
Because the ears shouldn't do that.
It's probably true.
What?
Ears do that when they haven't had enough scritches. This is your fault.
When they haven't had enough scritches.
Yeah,
That's what they
more
do.
scritches.
They're just also just too wobbly.
Can you imagine if you had an itch behind your ear and you didn't have the means to itch that scritch? You need help.
A lot of these new models are pretty neat. I do think that they're nice. The one thing I don't think that they did good on is I feel like a lot of the ears and stuff are too wobbly now. They just need to
Possible.
They need to be a little less wobbly.
Sir, we're fighting words.
No, I don't mind if they're jiggly, but they're wobbly.
I want them to try to escape their heads. That's how wobbly the ears should be. I just want
Are you
them.
sure? You're talking about adding detail, but now you're talking about just them flailing.
Yes, I want them walking around and be like, "Hello, how's everyone doing?" And their ears are just going whoom 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 the whole time. It'd be amazing.
Okay, so this is what you want from Rainbow Dash.
Oh,
Wait, that's not enough.
it's not enough wobble. I got more jiggles.
So like this.
Okay, those ones are literally like have minds of their own, and they're trying to escape. They're like,
this?
"Set me free."
You cannot
That's good.
hide from Pink Pony.
No, it was just this is like trying to hone in what happened to Binky's face. What did you do? It's horrifying.
She's coming for Rainbow. No, because this is the actual angle. And when I copy pasted everything, apparently she's just like, "Hey, Pinky, they renewed you for another season. Yay." She's ready to retire.
No. Silver, I made a pumpkin cream cake or cream pie, pumpkin cream pie. It's up in the fridge. Nobody here wants to eat it with me. But that's
Adam does.
fine. He kinda.
He ate it before because you complained,
Yeah.
but I don't want it.
You don't even know what it tastes like.
You cannot
Could be good.
hide from Pink.
Well, it's like saying like I know you don't like watermelon, but this is watermelon peach. I don't give a shit.
But it's not even made of watermelon.
I know you said you don't eat feces, but these feces have been garnished with blueberries.
I think maybe you just had a bad experience from somebody who didn't know how to make pumpkin stuff very good.
How far back do I have to go to? I think I got it all. Yeah, no, I did.
You cannot.
Silver is so offended. At him or me? I hope
Yes.
it's him.
You cannot hide from Pink. You cannot hide.
No, I made 2 pies. I think I ate most of the first one by myself. That's fine. There's a second pie, and nobody's touched it yet.
All right, Michael.
Oh, no ears. Why are you twisting? Don't twist her ear.
Okay, now she's sad.
She is pretty sad. Oh, wait, that's not how horse ears work. They just turn into puppy ears.
Yeah. You see, you don't want puppy ears?
They're pony ears. Apparently, I have to read Lorem Ipsum. No, please. I can barely read as it is. You're asking me to read gibberish.
It's not gibberish. It's
gibberish.
not Latin.
Not Latin.
I don't believe it actually says anything.
No, that's the problem. I have to read it.
I think it's Lorem Ipsum something Sorem. I think was the... I know
Lorem
Sorem.
Ipsum Donler Sit Emet Conceptur. Well, that's like a super blurry version.
Just go to Lorem Ips or Lipsum.com. He uses all the time.
Got .io.
Yeah, there's different translations.
Go.
You can read the translation from 1914 of maybe something kind of.
On the other hand, we denounce the righteousness, indignation, righteous indignation, and dislikes men who are dislike men who are so beguiled and demoralized by the charms of pleasure of the moment, so blinded by desire that they cannot foresee the pain and trouble that they are bound to ensue.
This is like you with ponies.
And equate blame.
Equal.
Yes, equal blame belongs to those who fail their duty through weakness of will, which is the same as saying, though sinking from through sinking from toil and pain. I said through.
You said through again.
Through.
You said it without the R.
Did I?
Yeah. No, try it again.
Through sinking.
Shrinking.
Why are you?
He said sinking.
Why are you like my English teacher all of a sudden? I can barely see it from here. Shrinking from toil and pain. There we go. Thank you. No, too close. These cases are perfectly simple and easy to distinguish. In a free hour where our power of choice...
When?
That's what I said.
You said where.
I said when.
No, you said where.
When our power of choice is untrampled and when nothing prevents...
Trampled?
Huh? No, I said trampled.
It's not trampled.
Meld. That's not a word.
Yeah, it is.
It's not. And when nothing prevents our being able to do what we like best, every pleasure is to be welcomed. What? It says pleasure.
No, but okay.
Every pleasure is to be welcomed and every pain avoided. But in certain circumstances and owing, that's what I said.
You said owning.
Who cares? To the claims of duty or the obligations of business, it will be frequent.
That will be.
This is why I didn't like reading out loud in school.
It will.
It will frequently occur that pleasures have to be repudiated and annoyances accepted.
Yep, it's like you.
The wise man therefore always holds in these matters to this principle of selection. He rejects pleasures to secure other greater pleasures, or else he endures pain to avoid worse pains. I'm done. I did it.
This is like you.
Like the worst.
This is like you. Like, no, only happy. Only happy. No pain. Horse.
More horse.
He did the thing. Place order for you to fill it, not read it. Nope, he did it.
Your request was vague enough that we could go do whatever we wanted. Just like Lorem Ipsum.
I know they missed a bit with the hair here.
I had to poorly read things for like 4 hours yesterday. I'm surprised I didn't lose my voice.
can.
Okay.
You can.
Let's do a quick. There we go.
You can.
Okay, same thing on this side. Let's need for focus on it. And then when she gets to the peak, she needs to have her wings kind of go up and settle.
You cannot. You can. You cannot. You can.
Wait for that day where you give one of these horses a carrot.
Okay, let me grab lip syncing from Pinky.
Pink. Po- Pink. Po- Pink. Pink. Pony.
Here we go.
Pink pony. From Pink Pony. From Pink. From Pink. From Pink Pony. Pony. From Pink Pony. 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 Pink Pony.
That's a good thing you cleaned out those gutters because I think they sure did get a workout today.
Yeah, I went through and checked them. I wouldn't say it helped too much, but there was a couple spots that it definitely needed to be clean. But I might have to check it again before the or after all the leaves are dropped. The gutter guards are nice, except when they just fail miserably because we have like 18 spots where they're just like collapse and I can't fix it without a lot of work.
Gutter guards sound good on paper if they work exactly as advertised.
Most places don't recommend gutter guards anymore. They're like it's you spending a bunch to just replace one problem with another. It's like, oh, it's great, you don't have to get anything in your gutters. But what if I do get stuff in my gutters? Oh, it's hell to clean out.
And I feel like they don't work very well if the rain is coming down super hard because they rely on the water tension to pull the water back up.
Yeah, I do have water that just skates over the top of it. And I think that if you were to get not like a Rain X, but the opposite of that. Not a hydrophobic, but a hydro. What is it? Where it likes water, so then it will not beat as much and it will soak in and get in there more. I don't know what that's called, but this chemicals and it's probably not good to use too.
I was always when I lived at my previous place, cleaning the gutters wasn't that big of a deal. You got up on the roof, you just kind of waddle on the side and just rip leaves out of the gutter and then toss them on the ground. I feel like
I'd probably have to do it more often. I feel like in the end it probably would be a lot less work because there's a thing we have, it's like a angled thing on the hose like my dad gave me because he has gutter guards too, that it's a hose with a hook in the end and you can put it over there and it will just spray water from the ground and then you could just walk it along and it will just spray it out. But also if there is no gutter guards, then all you need is if you get a pressure washer, just go to one end and poosh, it's all gone.
I would just scoot around.
Hydrophilic, yes, thank you, Owl.
I just get around on my butt and just they go along the gutter and scoop out the stuff. I wouldn't even stay on the ladder.
It's not about so the gutter guard is normally we have some pine needles around here, and so we need to clean the pine needles off because they get stuck in the thing, and then it still creates a problem. We also have a lot of trees that in the spring will create these little like berry things, and those just clog up the whole top. So then it just completely ignores it anyway because it's literally caked up on top of the gutter guards. It would definitely get in the gutter too, but whether they're in the gutter or on the gutter doesn't matter at that point. It's the same thing. The gutter guards though, if it gets under the gutter guard, well then we have the ones that they like. So the gutter guards are like a little seam like this, and then they go up to the edge of the gutter that's here, and they just push in to make sure there's a seam. A large portion of the ones we have were nailed in too far to where there's not actually a seam, so it can collapse. And the only way to fix it is to like unnail the roof. I'm not going to do that. So, or some other parts that have broke, or they weren't put close enough together, or we had one part where it looks like a squirrel ate it and made a hole. But then it's like, okay, well now you do need to clean it. Well, how do I do it? It's like up to the seam. So I have to like either peel the whole thing off, which is really hard to get back, or I have to like shove a hose all the way down the line of it, which is what we end up doing. It just feels like I don't have to do it as often maybe because I have it, but I have to, or when you do have to clean it, it's a hell of a chore. I've done it twice this year. The first time, or once in the spring and then once in the fall. And yeah, it was a little rough.
Pink pony cannot hide from pink pony.
Okay, so we
Pink pony.
No, that was just me taking advantage of her having the same
sunset.
thing I already said. Yeah, hello sunset. Do hydroscopic, that's actually what it is. Well, it's more of I don't want to spray anything out on something like that unless I know that it's environmentally safe, because I don't want to make something easier for me by throwing more chemicals into the environment. So I would have to do some research to find something that is like that, but also 100% biodegradable and safe for the environment.
You don't want to be biodegradable. It'll fall apart.
Well, just something that it is not a problem.
Put a tarp on your roof.
Right. No, it's hydroscopic. It's fine with me. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to actually move forward with it. It would just be really nice because we do have, like I was noticing today, we just cleaned the gutters and there was still water dripping all over because the water will just follow over the gutter guards and then go right out to the outside. It just, if it's super light rain, I feel like that it'll get in there, but then there's a certain amount just above that where it's enough to create like a stream over it and never get down. Then if it goes high enough, it actually will go down because there's enough weight of the water to push it in. But then if it goes above that, it'll then go back over again. It's this like weird little like green area of okay. But it's still, I mean, they work. A few drops here and there coming down is nothing compared to a deluge or something because something got clogged. But I mean, there are companies out there that can do the cleaning and stuff for you, like come out monthly or whatever.
Monthly?
Yeah.
You need to clean your gutters like twice a year.
Well, no, if you don't have gutter guards. We have.
Yeah, if you don't have gutter guards, you only have to clean your gutters like twice a year.
With the pine tree that we have here, the two areas that were clogged were the two areas by pine trees. That they were what our problem are, not the leaves or anything.
Yeah.
The pine needles were really bad.
You really just need to clean it once in the fall, once in the spring.
If you didn't have gutter guards, I'd probably have to do it more. We have a lot of trees right over the roof on certain spots. The one part that was clear was the spot to the left of the garage from the front of the house because there's no trees there. There was like nothing in that gutter. It was clean. Hydroscopic polymers can be dried to release moisture back into the air and often need to be for processing purposes. Materials which are hydrophilic tend to be attracted to water and they can easily dissolve in, mix, or absorb, be saturated with water. Getting it to mix in with the water doesn't mean that it's not bad to have mixed in with the soil. That's where I'm concerned. I just don't want to have a chemical that's going to be like super toxic. Works great. It's like saying like lead paint works great.
It really does.
But there's downsides to it. So I was making sure I'm not going to toss like something like that into the soil.
It made an entire generation, probably 2 generations of people lose about 30 IQ points. It wasn't great.
No, that's where millennials came
But you
from.
know what? It was really good for protecting bridges against rust. And that's
what
clearly
matters.
more important. Yeah. Those bridges are expensive, man. That little baby who might have brain damage, he's cheap. I'll just be managing a McDonald's till he's dead. That's all. Well, lead paint wasn't just great for the great color. There's to this day there is no better paint for protecting like outdoor stuff from the elements. But yeah, and it held its color too. But yeah, it did kind of give children brain damage.
Also, the gasoline.
Oh,
Like,
well, yeah,
like,
that. Yeah.
well, it's hurting our children. Yeah, but I don't hear any knocking. They got rid of that knocking sound.
Yes.
But our children are becoming stupid. But I don't want to hear the knocking, and I'm already an adult.
That was somebody, no, like the gas thing was enough lead to actually start hurting adults too. Like that man probably ended up being the reason for more deaths than any other single person in history. Because he put lead in gasoline.
Oh no, it was the putting lead in gasoline without, and when you did some tests and couldn't see any consequences, and maybe they should have done better testing, but that's
Well, even after they did the testing, he was still fighting to keep it in.
Yeah, so making the decision to put it in there isn't the problem. It was the fighting once there was evidence against that,
Yes.
or even if there was evidence potentially to. You should be stopping it to verify. But yeah, we're in a better spot now with regulation in some ways. But
There's still people who will throw a fit every time something is labeled cancerous and that they have to make labels. Actually, I was dealing with that today at work. I'm like, why do we gotta label this? Everything gives you cancer. I'm like, yeah, but it'd be nice to know, if
a lot of the stuff with
is
cancer though is because it takes so long to metastasize or whatever that word is, to actually show. A lot of it is they're saying has shown evidence to,
Yeah.
but they can never prove it. But it's like we have enough information to show not worth the risk.
Well, it's not even that. The argument I hear most anymore is like everything gives you cancer. Why do we even bother caring? It's just like, well, not everything gives you cancer.
You say that until you have cancer,
Yes, exactly.
and then it's
What do you mean I have cancer? Why didn't everybody tell me this could have given me cancer? It's like, well, we did. We put it on there. It's like a lot of people prefer they didn't have to because it's horrible overeat. But I had this discussion today at work. Just like, well, stop breathing. It gives you cancer. I'll work on that. It just reminded me of that Futurama. It's like, Lord, it hurts when I breathe. Then what should you stop doing?
well, isn't it identified that one of the leading causes of aging is oxidation?
It's free radicals.
Yeah, but from oxygen.
Yeah, from oxygen.
So, yeah, it's like, well, where are we getting our oxygen? Air.
No, the air we need to survive is killing us. Is the reason we age.
But at the same time, if people live forever, then all of evolution would never work.
I want to live forever. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but evolution works on death. It requires death,
It does,
which is stupid.
But I don't want to live forever.
But at the same time, yeah.
I'm already at the peak of human evolution. Didn't know if you noticed.
Well, yeah, when I look at you, I definitely think that's a man.
Yes. I am the future. Look upon me, immortals. No, I'm gonna live forever. In the hearts of the children. After Soylent Green becomes a thing and they Chop me up for bits. That's the joke. Dollar to donuts. I'm gonna have cancer for working with lead fuels, and I hope you're not working with leaded fuels. Before they got rid of lead and solder, the first like 5 years of my time in electronics, I worked with lead solder, and I won't lie, I sometimes put that stuff in my mouth to hold it while I was working on something else. So I just have strips of lead in my mouth, holding it between my teeth. Because I was like fumbling things.
You're not gonna live to worry about it anyway.
And I would just burn it inches from my face after I was done.
We're gonna let fuels and deposits left behind. Well, it's the thing is when it comes out of that stuff, it's a mixture of genetics and
environment
and rolling of the dice. It's the thing of how much sun puts you at risk for skin cancer, and they're like, the moment the sun touches you, it's a roll of the dice, and it's just about when you get a sunburn, you're just increasing that chance. It's all about mitigating in certain ways. Never going to eliminate, but the more times you roll the dice, the more than likely you're going to hit snake eyes, and so that's about just minimizing your risk. What did they have the term when it's with radiation? There's a term for it. DART or something, where it's about it's all the different bits about just minimizing exposure, but it's like a 4-letter word or 4-letter acronym. I forgot what it's called though.
I don't know. I do know those who are working with lead today. I think if you're working for a company, they're mostly using lead-free solder now. I remember when we were making the transition from lead to lead-free, and lead-free was expensive at the time. But
well, yeah, because when you have infrastructure and everything built up for things,
yeah. So now it's taking the lead out. It's not as good. It's harder to work with the lead-free stuff.
Oh yeah,
it won't give you like brain damage, so that's a plus.
My dad's talked about some of the stuff that he used to use for certain chemicals, and he goes, it sucks because like then California had to get in the way and prevent us from using. I'm like, there's probably a reason though.
If it wasn't California, it'd be somebody else. People are just, California is just happy to take the burden, and they can afford to take it because, well, the West Coast like has like near the majority of the population in the country, so people can complain, but that is a large number of people. Yeah, I mean, no, it's good that they at least have them labeling that stuff for the reasons just stated. It's like you're gonna wish they had labeled it if you end up with cancer from it. And I don't think we understand the brain well enough to answer that, Sunset.
How many years it takes for your brain becomes so full of neural pathways that you can no longer retain any additional information. Yeah, well, that's actually one of the reasons that me from Doctor Who was an interesting character, because I forgot what their original name was, but they ended up calling them. What?
It was Shielder.
Okay, yeah. Their character was, they were going to die, but he had an alien device they put on their head that didn't really understand human physiology, but would repair her. But it basically made it so that it would always repair her. She was literally unable to die, but she was still 100% human. So her brain can only maintain so much information, and so she would write books and keeps logs of her life. But hundreds and hundreds of years later, she had a library full of books, and she was like, sometimes I'll pull one from the wall and read it and have no recollection of what it was, because she's moved past that. Her life has become something else, and it's like she's still. That's why she got rid of her name. She says me because she can never remember who she was.
But that's a weird thing to forget your name, because you think that's something that
Not about forgetting your name, but taking on something that's just it's me. It's just
So
it
does
kind of
she
makes sense.
Intentionally forget her name? Because I
Maybe
feel like you would have to intentionally forget your name.
But maybe
have
when
to
you
stop using
constantly
it.
when you're living somewhere, you can't live there for 100 years. People are going to start asking questions.
Yeah.
So you probably are changing and moving and changing your name. And you get to a point of you change it so many times you forget which one is the original. When you're getting into literally hundreds of years down the line.
She could probably only stay in one place for maybe 20 years before people get suspicious. She wasn't aging.
No, there is a limit to how much information the human brain can have, and your brain is about making efficient pathways, but it will get to a point where you'll have. And I think that's one of the things when you start getting older, you get wiser because you have all these pathways you've kind of created, and you can think outside the box. But you also then are very much, because your brain is not as good about making those neural pathways anymore. You start getting very locked in your ways because you are unable to think outside of those pathways. So, if humanity were to be able to live forever, they would have to also maintain the ability for your brain to keep creating new neural pathways, or to literally shut down and forget certain ones. But then at that point, if you do that for long enough, like with me, is that even you anymore?
I don't care.
So,
as long as I can still get a burger. Dead people can't eat burgers. Fact. Can't feed a burger to a dead guy. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to live forever. I'd do it. Just so that
if I could live forever,
Titanic remakes.
I don't know, because I feel like the difference between living literally forever or reincarnation, depending on how long those reincarnation windows are, would be no different.
No.
Because
I would be able to carry over all of my cash with me. My cash wouldn't forget.
Well, that's the same. That's what your kids are. Your kids are just little yous, and you give them your money.
Generational wealth. So make clones and then transplant my brain into each child.
No, I don't believe that either. Because in transporting your brain, all you're doing is making a copy, and now a you that has all your memories and looks like you will continue on while you still sit in your body and go, "Oh, I'm dead."
I actually want to talk about a G5 horse spoiler that is actually relevant to this
Immortality would be horrifying. I think immortality, yes. Invulnerability, that'd be kind of neat.
I want to give a small horse spoiler because it's very relevant to this conversation. So I want a flash spoiler warning. The tiny spoiler.
How recent is it?
Pretty recent.
Is it very spoilery?
I think it's one of those things where it's kind of spoilery, but if you don't know...
Okay, is this something that is kind of spoilery, or is spoilery, but you just want to really talk about it, so you define it that way?
It's not spoilery.
Well, then...
It's very relevant to this conversation.
Then you just said it's spoilery. Then no.
That's what I used to tell
No, you can't. No, you can't. Was it aired in the last month?
No. I don't think anything's aired in the last month.
How long ago? Okay, I'll leave it up to Chad. Does anybody mind Michael being Michael?
I can be vague in the spoiler.
Cheers, Al.
What horse is it? It's basically the thing I said about Elderflower, Giz. Giz knows what I'm talking about. Elderflower is the character I want to talk about. Because it's relevant to the conversation we were having. How spoilery is that, Giz? Is that pretty spoilery? You didn't see that part. I discussed it in the spoiler chat. Did you not read my rant? You're the only one who would have read it. That I ranted.
Well, wait. That means that it would be a spoiler for him. So yeah, you can't talk about it.
Well, I can be super vague.
No, because that'd be spoilery. You said that before. Can I be vague? But then you gave information that 100% gave it away. So no, you get to stew.
I get to sit here and wait for it not to be spoiler anymore.
Voice impression for
British Ghost.
British Ghost.
Ooh, I'm a British ghost. Ooh, ooh, I like pudding. Ooh. Ghost pudding.
Blood pudding.
I did read the first part, but then you added more. I did. Go read it, Giz. At least you can get my spoilery sandwich.
Spoilery sandwich.
Yeah. It's a spoiler between two slices of bread. All I would say is that Elderflower is a very interesting character. That horse there is pretty pink. I don't even remember what I wrote. I just remember ranting, as one does. You say this horse is very important, has a very important story, but I have no context. I posted a video, Giz, but if you don't want spoilers, don't watch it, Giz, because it's got spoilers in it in the spoiler chat. You have been warned.
I think that's good enough for.
It's very important, but it's one of those things that if you do not have context, you will not understand it. So yeah, you need the context. It's intentionally. Does Gandalf die? He does. The Balrog kills him.
No.
Yeah, that's a spoiler. I hate to admit that movie's probably like 20 years old now, but no, that thought actually hurts me.
I have actually had so many things, like when I've been going through finding some of the old movies and stuff, that I've realized how old some certain things are and how they shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this movie's pretty new. It just came out, right?
Not
that
about
was 15 years ago.
No, I'd still be like, well, that's like at least like 15 years old or something, and then it's like 30.
Yeah,
like Lethal Weapon. Mm-hmm. I think it's 40 years old.
Yeah.
I think it was like early.
That's an easy one to get messed up because he's still making them.
Lethal Weapon?
Yeah.
No.
Tom Cruise? He's still making them. He's still making them, man.
Okay, so Michael has dementia.
I do not. What's the most recent Lethal Weapon movie?
Let's see here.
Oh, wait.
Nope. Hold on. No, we're going with it.
I was thinking of Mission Impossible.
Nope. No, I know you were, but you kept saying Lethal Weapon and you were digging into it. So let's look up all the Lethal Weapons.
Lethal Weapon TV series.
No, that we're going with the movies.
No, so you're changing the rules. You're changing the rules.
If it doesn't have,
it's a 2019.
If Mel Gibson's in it, it has to be in it. If he's not in it, it's not Lethal Weapon.
That's not fair.
Or is it Danny Glover?
I guess.
No, who's the other guy?
I don't know. I never seen.
Yeah, Danny Glover.
Man, he's old. Look at that. He's melting. That guy's just gotten crazier and crazier.
Oh, Gary Busey. Okay.
I thought, isn't he dead?
Okay. No. So hold on. Let's go for the disambiguation because it'll probably give me the years easier that way.
It already gave you the years.
Yeah. Okay. So it is 1998. Was number 4. Mm-hmm. So There's also Lethal Weapons from Family Guy.
What about the TV series?
TV series
Ran until 2019. February 20,
I do not see.
it says right there, 2019.
Damon Wayans was in it, so no. No, it does not have any of the actors.
So it's
It's a
Lethal Weapon.
then that's in title only. If they were to make a Lethal Weapon 2 and it did not have a Danny Glover and Mel Gibson in it, it's not a Lethal Weapon.
They would be hobbling around.
Kind of. Well, like, hold on. Like, how old is let's see here. Danny Glover. Danny Glover is 77.
Yeah.
And Mel Gibson is 67.
67. What about Gary Busey?
Gary
pretty
Busey,
sure
I think
he's
Gary
dead.
Busey's been
I
old
think
for a
he's-
while.
Oh, wait, he's still alive.
79.
How are you still alive? Stop it.
Yeah, they haven't put in their estimate here yet.
I thought he was dead.
No, he's definitely alive.
That's crazy.
Lethal Weapon pinball machine.
Yes.
Okay.
And I am so happy I got a newer pinball machine because anything with incandescence in it would drive me insane.
I actually was watching Technology Connections put out a video recently where they were showing how the inner workings of a fully electromechanical pinball machine worked.
Like one of the old 90s ones.
Like no electronics, no circuitry.
Yeah.
All of it running through purely wires that are telling exactly what things to work, where it is. It is crazy how complex thing that is. And it still works. Well, I mean, they did some touch-ups for it, but they have a full, like, I think it's like an hour long going into the details of under the hood of following all the wires to show what it all does. It's kind of fascinating.
Yeah, keeping something like that functioning must have taken a lot of work.
They're going to do a follow-up on how another parts of it work because they're like, there's just too much.
Yeah.
But it's really neat. I think you would enjoy it because it's all pinball.
Giz, maybe you're too young to know who Gary Busey was, but he's an insane person. And the fact that he is still alive frightens me.
How's it frightening? What is, like, Gary Busey can't hurt you. He's not real.
If you knew Gary Busey, you know there is not a 0% chance he's hiding under someone's bed right now. The dude was unhinged. It was this whole thing. It's Giz probably tagging me in a pinball video.
You cannot hide from Pink Pony.
In the pinball video?
Tagging me.
Oh, in the pinball. Yeah, I think,
Specifically.
Giz, you might have posted it, but then it came up on my feed just randomly too, because Technology Connections has some. His snark is my kind of snark.
You cannot hide from Pink Pony.
Okay, yeah, I was doing
Smush her
the
with
eye
a bed.
close. Yeah, if you guys haven't heard of Technology Connections, it's just a YouTuber that just looks at some older tech and stuff and explains it kind of, and has some very strong opinions on things that can be pretty entertaining. But his dry face snark, he's just full dry humor. It's great. I love his humor, and he's from Wisconsin, so that also makes him pretty cool. Because he's close.
Because cheese.
Because he's pretty close.
You know, two times we went to Wisconsin, I don't think we went to Bombers.
Not hide from Pink Pony.
Because Bombers at the new Ciderfest location is a bit of a
It's
distance.
never not a distance.
No, I think I don't think we went there last year, but we went there the year before.
Yeah.
And it's been at the new location twice. We did go there the one time because I remember it's a walk. It was a walk at the old location, and now it's like that location's like 15 minutes.
Bombers.
We have to do it on a pretty quiet night, otherwise it's just too
We're
big.
missing somebody this year, Giz.
Oh, her eyes are already set to move. Perfect.
What to say? Horsies. Who can bring Derpy? I always bring Derpy. Because when you're in the car, it's easy to bring stuff.
She's like, I made a mistake.
A mistake. But other Derpy. I don't know, Giz. All the Derpies in the world
Oh, that's the old.
can't replace friends. Derpies are that's lying. I'm like, yeah, okay, JoJo, you caught me. I would easily sell a friend for more derpies. It's like, were you had to choose between Derpy, who was in your best friend. You would take the horse 5 times over. Wait, okay. The context being that Derpy is real, standing in front of me, and she's like, Michael, let's go on a magical adventure.
That's called a drug trip.
Yes. An amazing, amazing drug trip that I never want to stop. The horse doesn't ask for rent money. The horse wouldn't need to pay rent money. Not even him. He'll say, just to be the cynic that he is, that he would charge the cute pony rent money, but he wouldn't. He would just come in downstairs and let them sleep on the couch. And
She would live in the backyard.
no, it's cold outside.
But she has to eat.
She can eat fries and tater tots.
She's gonna poop everywhere.
She is capable of learning to use the toilet.
Yeah, you know.
Take a come, Michael. Go play with the ponies. Oh my goodness. No, it's creepy. No, a pony could live here rent free. There's no doubt in my mind.
Wait, why are you making...
You know very well they could.
If they are able to make money...
Well,
and if they're not going to, they better be doing all the cleaning, all the sweeping, and they better clean up their poop.
they could do. They're not gonna poop on the floor. Think whether they poop on the floor.
It's gonna be so much poop. Have you seen those ponies? They make so much
You've been
poop.
saying you want a pet. I'd say that's a top tier pet.
If it can speak language, it is not a pet.
Freaking parrots can speak. Are they not pets?
They're not. That's. I don't know actually with them.
They do say things.
They're repeating words, but if they were like, if they're making stock recommendations or something,
The pony was making stock recommendations. I wouldn't listen to that either. The pony's a pony. They do not know money. They live in a wonderful matriarchal society with a magic queen horse.
Magic Queen Horse.
They got that.
What is Magic Queen
I know
Horse?
very well what magic queen horses look like. They got horns and feathers and everything. Parrots are mischievous children. I have heard they basically have the mental capacity of a toddler. That they are fairly smart animals, parrots.
So just get a parrot.
I don't want a parrot. They live way too long and they're annoying and they poop all over the place.
That's what I'm concerned
The
about.
pony is not gonna poop on your floor.
How do you know? Have you met this pony?
Someday, if I apparently take enough drugs, I can meet the pony. Crows are smart too, but crows are assholes. Have you ever seen crows around other birds? They will just tear at them if they try to get anywhere near their food. Not that I don't know parrots would do the same thing, but I don't see a lot of parrots outside, so can't make that determination. I want to take care of an animal, but no longer than 12 years. It's a little oh man, when you get older, like when the last dog died, she did say, okay, that's enough. I don't have the energy to take care of another animal. There is a certain
Yeah, my parents
point.
said that too. Then my brother got a dog, and a couple years after that was like, yeah, we can't take care of this one. Even though their dog my parents had before was my brother's dog that he couldn't take care of after a few years. Now they have that dog, and they said, if you do it again, we're giving it to £1. Because like you can't just buy animals and then pawn it off.
Yeah, that's kind of awful.
Yeah, they did it twice.
Because that's a lot of work.
Yeah, well,
Obviously,
no, and they
your
love the
brother
dog.
Yeah, sure.
But they're like, we can't do that.
It's a
so
huge
stupid.
chunk of your life.
Yeah, no, it's a wonderful dog, but
I'm sure.
I'm a little concerned for how the clipping here works. Is that how the other pinky did it too? Yeah, well,
I like pets that taste good. Oh no. Pet chicken.
for how fast this happens, because, oh wait, is that? Well, the other one was a little further back.
Interesting.
I can adjust that. It's probably just ever so slight difference in bone structure. They look the same, but as soon as you start bending them all in different directions, they start moving it.
Mm-hmm.
I put the eyes so that they're not on a target. They're just kind of like in a 1,000-yard stare, but I think it works better. Just looks super fucking crazy.
Giz, if you had a Scootaloo, would you let that Scootaloo live at the house rent free? Would the Scootaloo not have to pay rent?
Right to the pound.
Right to the pound. It's like, that is the saddest thing. No Scootaloo to the pound. Like this is the new orphanage, and they just locked the cage. No. Or Scoots. Scootaloo would have rent free for sure. Excellent. That's what you want to hear. You don't want to make.
But she gotta eat too. What are you gonna feed her?
Eat
Does she eat pizza?
Pop-Tarts. I think
Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts are expensive.
Yeah.
You can eat so many Pop-Tarts. They're fat.
You get the store brand Pop-Tarts.
This is gonna be like the Rainbow Dash from like the Flim Flam Philosophy. She's super chunk.
She can't go outside. The government will get her.
She likes toast. Yes, I have decided that you like toast, small horse. I don't like. I'm vegan. Get out of my house.
Eat eggs and drink milk. We established that.
I want to have the eyes because they're. Where is it here?
Toast is vegan though. You are right, Jub.
No, it's meat toast. You made meat toast.
Yes, it was delicious. That's a lie.
I was gonna say.
It held together for the most part as it slid off the plate in a weird glob. It smelled good when it was cooking. Giz, what have you posted? I can't see it. Click on Giz's post.
You can't. It's on the other screen.
Use this. Then I can click it.
No, don't, because it's gonna break things. Don't touch.
But Giz posted ours.
Okay, I can see.
No, it's eat toast.
Oh yeah, she does eat toast.
Well, the toast.
I can't. It's stuck on the other screen. So,
She eats that toast.
but everybody else gets a link too. Okay, so eye convergence goes to here before it matters.
Of course, if there was a stallion that ended up like appearing here, that one right to the pound. Like no questions. Ask where it came from. Ask how to get there, and then to the pound. No, I'm not gonna have that. And they're gonna poop on the floor. Can't have stallions pooping on the floor. Very popular all of a sudden.
I think tag us both on something. What if it's a cute stallion?
Not just that.
What if it's a stallion?
Yeah.
With a round boopable nose and eyelashes
It's a mare.
and wearing socks.
A mare. You just described
No,
a mare.
it's a stallion.
Oh, what makes it a stallion?
We're not having the talk on
Explain
Twitch.
this to me. There's no such thing.
I'm having her eyes kind of like slowly drift a little bit out. I wish I could have them drift backwards, but the eyes won't let
It
me.
wouldn't be Derpy. Derpy's not a stallion.
You cannot hide from Pink Pony.
I gotta figure out some audio for this,
Hide from Pink Pony.
like some like hunting music or something. Stallion, if it has an appreciation for V8 engines. I mean, I guess because then that way he's gonna get into that like 800 horsepower. It's called a playa. Yeah. What if it's a derpy stallion?
No, it's not. Then it's not derpy. Derpy's not.
What if it's derpy, but in transporting here became a stallion?
Then I would transport her back so she could get help.
Just kick her right out. Get the fuck out of here.
Get back in there. Go get help. Go to the hospital. You're clearly hurt.
I have a fear that like, if you ever have children someday, like that she's like, it's a son. You're like, get it back in there.
No, it's different.
How?
They can like work to buy me ponies when they get older.
Somebody's got to support you when you hit the ripe old age of 2 years from now.
That baby's gonna work fast.
Like the deep fry with background turning red and tremors increasing. Yes. Yeah. No, I'm not going to change anything with the camera, but I do have to do something with the audio. And I haven't figured out what to do with the lighting. I'm thinking I might just kind of leave it as is. The thing I don't like about it is this. There's like no shadow underneath her, but I can kind of just do the cheat method where you just take a negative light, shine it at the ground in a round-ish fashion, and just make it look like when cartoons do really cheap shadows and they just do like the round circle of darkness underneath. You can kind of segment it, and if you really put the time into it, you could probably make it look pretty convincing too. But I'll probably do something like that. It's the lighting is nice and even, but the problem is shadows are only formed by non-map lights, and right now it's all lit by map. That's why I usually don't use the stage for much, because unless we're at like a straight angle, works really well for doing like the emojis and stuff, because it's just even lighting. There's not much of it's minimal distance or difference between lights on and lights off. Well, anyways, we're going to be good here. I think all I need to do is just basically fix her hair and her tail a little bit. And I might like pull her mouth in so that it looks like it's at least moving a little bit there. And then I think we're good on this one. Sometime I need to either tomorrow or Thursday get you the lines for Trixie.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah, because I've only got a couple weeks left.
Yeah.
They did the deadline call for anthology.
It probably will take me a little bit to get them right. So I will need an afternoon or evening.
No smooching.
No smooch.
You're okay with a pony living here if they clean up.
No, you made the decision.
Yeah, but you were okay with it. You said you'd be okay with it
as long as they either work or pay rent.
Like, just clean up the house, though.
Like, well, for one, they better clean up their poop.
Yeah, well, okay.
That's number one. And yeah, as long as they clean.
So what? Yeah.
No socks.
But what you clearly want is a pony maid. That's what you want.
I'm not gonna get them the sexy maid outfit.
I didn't say you made get the sexy maid outfit, but you definitely want a pony maid. We know the truth.
No, it's work for your house.
You can't be smooching that pony, Michael. Socks might be better for your floors.
It's gonna be better for your floors.
Yeah,
no,
it's gonna floor protection.
Well, no, I can understand. Like, it's cold.
You know,
and then their hoofsies get cold. But what I don't like is that it'd be like, Michael, you need to go to work. No, I quit. Why? Because horse with socks.
I would never leave the house. That'd be it. Be done.
Is that what you would actually do? Because you have to pay rent. Or you're gonna be like I can survive the next 2 years. I'm good.
I will just
and then
all my savings.
And then I kill the horse. Because then you don't have to worry anymore. You can go to work.
No. And the horse will have to run.
She's old then. She had a wrinkle.
Rude.
And hello, Julius. We're actually just gonna be ending here. We're just gonna send you guys somewhere. I expect they'd be more concerned about you apes pooping around the house. Maybe.
I just take pictures of the
figure
little
out how
ponies'
to-
hooves.
Sell hoof pics for rent money.
That's mine.
No, that's the problem. Is like Michael would find a way to like monetize bronies.
We would have them. We would be so rich.
Wait, did Jelly do two? No, those are the old ones. Yes, I have it reversed. Okay. I have it's up inverse on the other
Just
monitor.
hoof pictures.
Where can we send you guys? There was 2 people on. I know we did switch just recently. He was the most recent. He's doing House Flipper. That's not retro.
We haven't paleo in a while.
Yeah, we haven't done Paleo in a little bit, I think. I can't remember which one we've done recently, but I'm pretty sure it's been Switch. So we'll send you to Paleo, playing Super Mario Brothers Wonder, which is like Elephant Simulator, I think. I don't know, he's playing a waifu or
Yeah,
something.
he's got some kind of weird Vaporeon knockoff.
But we'll send you guys there. We'll be back Friday to stream more. We haven't decided if we're doing any. No, bad phone. If we're doing any more Baldur's Gate this week, we haven't figured out schedule wise. So more than likely not tomorrow, but we'll see you on Thursday.
No one says you have to raid mares. Mares.
It's too late. Well, he also wants me to raid your butt sometimes. It just doesn't work out.
There's probably somebody playing the mares game.
Maybe. But thank you for moderating Sunset. We'll see you guys Friday.
Until next time. Goodbye.
That's your new catchphrase. Goodbye.
Diddly diddly do da boo. Do da da do da da dee da 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 do da da diddly diddly do do.